Mute.
That's the first time.
What do you? Oh, Jesus. Right before it goes live.
Hot Mike.
Hot Mike. Who is Hot Mike?
That's the question.
Definitely a guy I need to meet.
Yeah, we need a hot mic.
Anyone here's name Mike?
Right.
Can be if you want.
Yeah, Hunt. Hello, everyone. It's Dylan
There
from
we go.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another episode of Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's. This is episode 20. The road never ends, and this was absolutely an insane episode, and I am so excited to be able to talk to you guys, talk to my friends about this episode. We have a full crew for the first time in probably a couple of months.
Yes.
Which is
It's
super.
been a while.
It's definitely been a while, which is super cool. And we have a guest in the audience, Nicole. How you doing, Nicole? Yeah!
Yeah!
All right, now, Nicole, you might remember her famously from the pumpkin painting stream about 10 months ago.
Did she win?
She did not win. She
Close-
came close.
close second.
Pete won.
Pete did win.
Yeah.
I thought
Pete won.
Sanic won.
Sanic did not get
Sanic
enough
did not
votes.
win.
Definitely
Almost.
came in last.
It should have came in last.
No.
I think I got some pity votes for Sanic. Pumpkin
definitely
painting
got pity
contest will be taking
Cash.
place in 2 months, and we do have one confirmed entrant, and that is Nicole. Nicole will be in that contest. We'll see who else joins. Definitely keep it posted for that. But anyway, got a live audience member. We got lovely people out in the chat, and we got some great people here at the table. Caliber, Dredger, Nick T, Pete. How are you four doing tonight?
Doing fantastic, dude.
Good.
I'm doing so good.
He just chugs his drink. I'm doing great, man.
I'm doing.
Pete, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I appreciate Caliber's look tonight. I'm liking
Oh,
this.
what? He's giving you a
mustache
compliment. This
curl.
is.
He looks like
Wow.
Dexter
I mean-
Loomis. For any wrestling fans out there, he looks like Dexter Loomis.
I'm feeling this right now.
know.
You look like you can, you take your kids to the playground. You're yelling at them a little bit when they,
Yeah.
get a little too far from
Are you
you.
practicing
The
for,
only thing
for
he-
fatherhood? It's the mustache.
It's just the mustache.
No,
All right,
make the
guys.
crazy face.
What? Oh yeah.
You practice your golf.
That is God's face.
Wait.
Yeah, I
Wait.
can see
The.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's actually pretty.
Yeah,
spot
he
on,
dyed his
actually.
hair blonde.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
was a
can
little
see-
more ripped.
I
He
can
looked
see
just
a
like
little
him.
more.
Wow, like
This dude is shredded.
Colin said Cal looks like the Walmart version of Miles Teller.
Oh,
There
I'll
you
take it. That's not
true.
bad.
That's not bad.
That dude,
Walmart.
Top Gun, dude.
Well,
That's you.
he was. I
and,
finally watched that movie on the way to.
No, did you really?
Whiplash?
Yeah. And it was really
What,
good.
Whiplash?
I'm excited for no.
Gun?
No, Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Was
you
that
finally
the-
watched
How
it?
do we?
That's
Oh my.
Maya.
That's Miles Morales.
It was funny.
Miles Teller is
oh,
an
it was funny.
actor.
Oh.
No, let him
Not
roll with it. Let him
really-
roll with it.
I thought
Oh.
I got confused.
And that'll be
Um,
all for tonight.
It's a good movie. But anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. Episode 20's got us giggling. We got a lot of great stuff to go over. It was absolutely
Yeah,
insane.
It was insane, but before we even start, we got a $50 nuke
come on.
from Maddie.
Maddie, come on.
I
smiley
should be
face.
now.
The
With
message is
Smiley. He's
just
smiling
smiley
for
face.
us.
Guy, yeah, Maddie is ridiculous. Maddie, thank you so much for the super generous super chat. I am super excited. Maddie will be here in a few weeks from PA.
Let's go.
So that'll be very exciting. Maddie, we looking forward to seeing you, man. And thank you so much for the generous super chat. You are great. Thank you so much, Maddie. Thank you. That is an insane super chat. And I guess that's where we'll start. I'm going to start by thanking everyone who super chatted or donated in last week's episode. A huge thank you to Philip Rosewood, Ice Aiden, Silver Napper, Pick Rick, Maddie, Kaju Abinu, Angie, The Flail IPS, Leorio, Legendary Duels, Macalaxy, Nicholas Horton, Janeth Ernst, Chapel of Flapple, Gravity Hero, Solid Stack Limestone. A special thank you to X-Slayer who donated over $50 last week, and Maddie with the insane $50 super chat this week. Thank you guys so much for supporting this production. There are two ways to donate: the super chat feature on YouTube or the link in the description. I do get a larger percentage from the link in the description by about 30%, but whatever way you're comfortable donating, if you choose to donate, which you absolutely do not have to, is completely fine by me. Thank you guys for supporting this production, and thank you to everyone who donated last week, and thank you so much, Maddie, for the massive super chat to kick off this week. It's going to be a good week because we've got a good episode, I should say, because we've got an insane amount of stuff that happened in this week's episode. from potentially learning that Yugioh maybe gave the disc to
Yugioh.
Yugioh losing his first duel.
Yeah.
Gohei Yuna being the shrewd, bitter character that she is. The blackened out silhouette of Sorako. Seven's Road Magician being used by Gohei Yuna. There is so much that happened in this week's episode. I posted my review, and I'm sure if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush fan, you've probably checked out my review that I posted about 9 hours ago at this point today. So I want to kind of start with you guys. Nick T and Dredger reacted with us. So Calibro, I'm going to start with you. What happened, my man? What did you think of the episode?
What happened?
What happened?
Oh my gosh. This episode, I wasn't even, we were, what, 5 minutes into the episode, I'm watching this stuff, and they're whipping out Seven's Road Magician. I was going crazy.
Insane.
I texted you, I think, like twice while I was watching it. I was hyped. This was an awesome episode. I mean, we all were fully convinced this is an AU. There's really no actual connection to Yugioh or the gang, you know. They're just using the same names. And then all of a sudden, you get this little glimmer of hope. She knows the dual disc.
Yep.
Yuga's clearly in that flashback. I don't care what anybody says unless someone's wearing his head.
You're convinced it's Yugioh.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I'm
even
convinced it's Yugioh.
Is everyone here convinced it's Yugioh?
Yugioh man.
Is it Otis?
Okay.
Oh,
Is it my guy?
they're the same person.
Well, now they are.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. Can we? I mean, if we're looking back at Seven's the last episode, that one scene. I mean, like we're like, what?
If you
what-
think
It
about it, those
looked
are
like
very
he
similar.
became the new Otis.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And much like Otis in the very first episode of Seven set Yugioh on his road. It's very weird. My home phone's ringing.
Oh
Never
my god,
heard.
TBT to the
Hopefully,
home phone.
honestly, hopefully it's not bad news because I feel like the only time the home phone
Yeah.
rings it's something.
Remember
bad.
back in the
The
day
internet
when-
goes out.
Yeah, I was gonna say the internet.
Yeah, that was,
used to, like,
that
get
was
messed up.
weird. Otis set Yugioh on his road in episode 1.
Yeah.
Could Yugioh have set Udius on his road in
Episode 20?
episode 1?
It would be nice.
So I
It'd be
really
fitting,
think
but generally
so.
speaking.
Yeah, I mean, generally, I think the episode was phenomenal. I think even if it's just callbacks to Sevens, obviously, like, Gohei Yuna's not going anywhere.
No.
Like, she's going to be around. She's a menace. She took Udius down,
menace.
which is good because our
She shouldn't Udius
our
that
main
easy.
character got a
Like-
loss, and I think that's important because in the last show, our main character lost a lot, but then we had Luke who never lost. And in Brains, we had the main character who never lost, and his best friend who never lost.
What?
Like, it's just
Lost once.
once. But it's nice to see that happen and early enough, like episode 20, right? I don't know. The whole episode to me was awesome. I mean, I know there's something I'm not going to bring it up. I'm going to let you bring it up that you talked about to me about in the beginning
That
of
you
the
didn't even
episode
see it.
that I did not even see
Yeah.
until I had to go back and watch again. Love the episode. I'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, general impressions, because there's a lot we have to dive
There's so
into
much
here.
to unpack.
Nick T and Dredger, you reacted
Wait,
to it
we
with
were here
me.
for it, yeah.
So Pete, I want to pass it on to you. What do you think of the episode?
Yeah, it was great. It was crazy how much was packed into this one episode. Honestly, one of the most excited moments I got, maybe because I was saying to Dredge before we started, because I kind of called it, was when it was coming on, and I was like, holy shit, is that an equip spell? Are they about to use an
Right,
equip spell?
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it was, and I was like, wow, okay, that was really cool.
Yeah.
So even moments like that, I thought it served so much of the game for this show going forward.
Right.
That I think is really
And for
fascinating.
the game itself, for Rush Duel itself.
So it reminds me of like when we first seen our first field spell in Rush Duels, right? So it kind of adds that element to it.
100%.
But yeah, overall, I mean, it's crazy. I'm not putting all my chips in one basket on Gohei Yuna, but I'm hoping could I get a little bit of my devious villain? Could
That
I
would be
get
beautiful.
it? You know, is it almost there? There's a lot of
I
evil
love it.
anime shots
Well, you
in this.
still have
in this.
Yugioh as well,
You know,
running around.
She's beating the crap out of Fisher Sky.
that was
man.
brutal.
I mean,
Violent,
just
very
literally
smacking
stepping
the
on
bag
him.
around,
Yeah.
just driving the heel in there. I mean, she was abusing him.
It makes me wonder what Rovian is like. If that's like,
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
life.
is Rovian gonna
Unless
be?
Rovian's kind.
She's
I mean,
gonna
we
be
don't
like,
know.
yeah.
So,
Um,
really good. I mean, there's a lot to go.
There is so much to dive into.
Yeah.
Nick T and Dredger, you reacted to it with me. What are your thoughts now that you've kind of processed it for a couple days, Nick T?
It like I'm still like floored by it.
Yeah. It was that good.
I did
man.
like mull it over and like I won't get into it here because it'll definitely come up in later in tonight's episode. But like some I had some thoughts about it, like kind of twisting the potential routes and like what we actually may have seen. But I loved it. I mean, like we were given so much, whether it was related to Sevens or not.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about it, and I really love Go Hyuna. I mean, like everything else aside, like all the sort of potential connectedness stuff. Go Hyuna is brutal, and I love that.
Yeah.
Like, it's a
And
lot
I
of
want to
fun.
know why she's as shrewd and callous as she is.
Exactly.
Seems to hate aliens.
Hates aliens. There's going to be reasons for that.
There's definitely gonna be
and
reasons.
she has a much glass half empty perspective versus Yugioh's glass half full. And I thought the counterweight, even for Yugioh and Go Hyuna in their ideals and beliefs, super well executed. Similarly to how Yugioh and Yugioh have those conflicting beliefs when it comes to war. Now you have your beliefs on a much more basic level of just humanity, where Yugioh sees the good in people and humanity, and Go Hyuna sees humans as these vicious, selfish creatures, and aliens as well. And so that was a really good balance. Dredger, your thoughts on the episode?
As I pretty quickly put it the other day. Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Yeah. Just I even like as Nick T said, we mulled it over the next couple days. We're thinking about it.
course.
And it was again. I think the last time I did a live react, other than the finale, was the time we saw Dark Magician, and I acted like a little schoolgirl then as well.
That's a good thumbnail.
Yeah, that was.
It
It's
was a
just
classic.
I love odes to previous shows. You know, it's awesome. It shows the people like creating this are actually listening to kind of what we're talking about at least a little bit. And I think one thing we probably won't talk about, so I'll talk about it real quick, is we keep talking about how crazy Go are you and how like impressive, how maybe she'd be that evil villain. She also, we're forgetting, she crushed Yugioh. If I remember correctly, she used a trap that I remember she didn't take any damage. She won 4,000. It was no, took 1,500, right? She had 2,500. She finished with.
Shot.
Yeah, but 2,500 to not like usually they're a little closer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like she didn't even have trouble.
Yeah,
and that's Yugioh. We're assuming Yugioh or Yumu are the two best duelists.
Right.
So, just interesting to see how she kind of builds moving forward as well. But overall, wow.
I mean, the craziest thing to me about this episode, and this is how you know when you have a good episode,
3,000.
the main protagonist
3,000? Okay.
that a lot of people
Even more
thought
impressive.
was, which by the way, this was one of the hottest, I thought, craziest overreactions ever. After Yugioh beat Yugioh, I saw the comments like, I think Yugioh is going to be like you say, Yusaka, he's never going to lose.
Nope.
I'm like, after 13 episodes,
Come on,
that's
way too soon
That's
to
a
tell.
crazy hot
Too
take.
soon.
Come on.
Too soon.
And obviously, it was not the case. And I made a point in my review. Yugioh loses to an antagonistic character earlier than Yugioh lost to an antagonistic character. Yugioh loses to Nail in 23. Yugioh loses here to Go Hyuna in 20. And I think what's fascinating about this, and it's the sign of a great episode, you have your main protagonist shockingly lose a duel for the first time ever, and that is not the main talking point. In most cases, that would be sometimes the only talking point.
We discussed.
Your main character lost. We
said the thing is the fourth or fifth, most. The other's four things that
There's
are way
like
more important.
Four things that are crazier for the overall plot.
The other thing I thought was, just interesting to point out was, but I feel like this is the first time, and I know it's only 20 episodes, but I feel like this is the first time that Yumu was not ahead of the curve.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's another thing.
She didn't know what was going to happen. She's the one that encouraged Yugioh to kind of, and Yuhi, to put all their chips to the middle of the table because she was so confident in belief in Yugioh, which is nice, but she thought she was so smart to be prepared for every situation, and this is the one person. I said this a few weeks ago. I said, I want that kind of...
We said that. Yeah, I think
kind
I
of the other side of it for Yumu. Yeah, and I feel like Go Hyuna could potentially be that.
Oh,
I totally agree. Sorry, the alert box was a bit loud. I have lowered it by 13 decibels, so it should be.
And
a
the
little
way
better
too,
now.
I like the exact number.
the way too that she beat him, I like, because the equip spell is, like I said, an important part to add to the game. But it wasn't a new mechanic. It wasn't a fusion. It wasn't a maximum where our main character got blindsided. I mean, she just straight up stood to him, beat him.
Who would have also guessed that? Yeah, the first duel Yugioh is going to lose. He's going to lose on an attack from Seven's Road Flippin' Magician. Yeah. Even the symbolism there of the Ace of Sevens beating the Ace of Go Rush. Yeah. To me, we're getting into theories in a little bit, but no, it's super cool, and I really like that. Yugioh has room to grow from this episode because he just lost his first ever duel.
He dueled really well.
Yeah, and he's in trouble now. Yeah. Yumu has room to grow because this was the first time that her failure to see ahead of the curve has now put the team in a really bad spot, and based on the summaries is going to potentially endanger Yugioh's well-being.
He looks hurt.
Ron also at the end of this episode, just to
Very
touch on
smug.
that.
Menacing.
Yeah, very smug, and we kind of, it's funny because she was such a joke duelist, and I know a lot of people didn't like that. I didn't love it either. I thought they were maybe building her up to be a little more, but it is what it is. It was an intentional, misleading slider that the team threw by showing her at the end of 13, knowing that people like me... But
she's still not our friend.
She's not. No, she's not. She's still, by what she did at the end of the episode, she clearly has some negative motivations here against the team.
Some kind of plan.
And that I really liked as well. They're keeping her relevant.
Her reaction to it was like, oh yeah, if you lose your dual power, you can't move.
She didn't tell them that beforehand.
Yeah, of course not.
She watched
just
them
like
wager
is sitting there like, good luck, you know, have fun.
Yep. So she's still kind of a bit of a force here.
We're stacking up a lot of people that don't like our trio.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like on the top of like the most wanted list.
Yeah.
A lot of groups.
I mean, besides the old people at
MIK's
UTS that can barely get up in the morning, the only people that can really help our main trio, like Manabu and the Jersey Devils.
People. And very old.
Well,
people
I said
that
counting the people that can't get up.
You're saying the only.
That can barely get up.
But I think this is something we didn't see in Sevens, where at one point we had so many possible villains. Like,
well, in Sevens we had so many friends.
Yeah,
right. Sevens we had so many.
It's the
allies.
opposite now.
Everyone now it feels like the opposite. It feels like the whole world is kind of against.
I like
our
that
crew
though.
here.
It makes it harder. It makes it a little difficult. The road, the road more less
I
traveled.
do too. Because even characters like Kawaitel and Asaka that are morally gray, I don't feel comfortable with the trio going to them for help.
Put our lives in your hands.
Yeah, no. The only people,
get out of my office.
The only people I trust, and I don't really trust Neanderstar that much. Maybe
No,
that's my
I still
fault.
don't trust
I'm
Neanderstar.
growing trust
Yeah,
in
no,
her.
I'm starting to
don't.
maybe pull off that theory a little bit, but I don't fully trust her.
Don't trust her.
But like the only characters that I trust outside of the main trio are, not counting the old people at UTS,
The Jersey Devils.
are the Jersey Devils and Manabu.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
Jersey
yeah.
Devils
Well,
get a
and Sky
side.
Fisher.
And I
And
guess
Sky Fisher.
and Sky Fisher. I don't know if I trust even Manya Itachi because of her connection with London. I don't trust London.
I trust.
I think
Manya,
London
but
went rogue. I think
trust
London
her
went
connection
rogue.
with
London
Yuma.
definitely went wrong.
Yeah, I
London
trust
might
her.
have been like a double spy with Manya.
Yeah, I
Always
think he's been just.
Yeah.
I don't think Manya is keen to.
I don't think Manya knows
Yeah.
London's plans.
Even Sky Fisher, I don't know if I fully.
I don't trust him either, but I
The
like.
man
Yeah.
is getting tortured.
He's
I love it. I love every second. It was
I
great.
feel bad for him. Okay, and can we say this
boy.
because this is something that a lot of people are saying, oh, it doesn't mean it's not Yuga. When the Seventh Road Magician is summoned by Gohei Yuna, Sky Fisher, clear as day, says
deck is-
that deck is, and then she stomps
gets
it
a
out.
heel
That deck is
to its face.
I even
Yuga's.
said, just as I thought, that deck is blank.
This man knows everything.
It's a legendary deck for a reason, and we don't get to hear that. That was purposely
if
cut off.
we're going down this route, though, the thought I had today.
Yeah, let's just say what we're thinking.
Yeah,
because
was that-
the elephant in the room
So,
is it
yes.
Yuga? Is
it's,
it not?
Well, it's definitely Yuga.
Okay.
For me, that's a definite.
Okay.
But that doesn't necessarily mean, just because of the things we've seen so far in Go Rush, that doesn't necessarily mean it's our
Yeah,
Yuga.
I
That
like
part
that
the jury's
idea.
still out on that,
Yeah.
and probably could be forever. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily our Yuga,
But it's the Sevens duel deck.
but it's a
Can
Sevens
I-
duel
Yeah.
list. So that
yeah.
Not only that, what I thought was actually pretty funny was when they're all like, "Oh, I know who gave him this stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
it's gotta be." I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, Gohei Yuna clearly gave him the dual disc,
Yeah,
and
like,
she's sitting there
Yeah,
and
that
she's
was
like,
Yumu, not.
that pissed me
and
off.
she's
No,
like, "No, it wasn't me. I would never help an alien."
Also, there's clearly a personal connection between Gohei Yuna and this dual disc, and
Yeah.
probably the character that was responsible for giving the dual disc out.
100%.
And the character
She
that
was
gave the dual
visibly
disc
upset
out,
about it.
She's using his deck. Pete, I mean, what are you thinking here?
I'm thinking crazy theories.
Oh, how
Okay.
about
like,
it? Hit me with it.
what if,
I mean, I know what I believe.
That's
like,
concerning.
right? It seems like it's Yuga or Yuga Man or Otis now that is Yuga, right?
Yeah.
But who's to say that like we're on the Earth that we used to be on? What if we're just on another planet that is called Earth, right?
So same universe.
Right, yes, same
Okay.
universe. We know Yuga had to have some type of space travel. What if he went here? This is on his 2-year journey of disappearance, and it just we're being tricked to believe like this is all the same planet, the same experiences, the same everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be something like that. It could be something of an altered dimension. Like
Exactly.
now, it's
Exactly.
like
That's what I believe.
That's what I
it's
believe.
hard. It's hard now, where like a few episodes ago, you asked, "Is this an AU?" And I was like, "I'm like 99% sure."
Me too.
Yep.
And now,
and that's how you know to watch
the 50-50 swing because I'm like, it just doesn't feel like it's like a situation where it's like, oh, it's Yuga, but it's not our Yuga. Bullshit. There's no way you do that.
Yep.
With the same studio,
In the Yuga
20
Man
episodes
concept.
into the next
Yeah.
show,
Right.
Yep.
and
Right.
then it just be a completely similar but different character.
Right.
Like
It
there
would be-
has to
yeah.
be an explanation for that.
Well, I said in the review, multiverses are the big thing right now, right?
Right.
Multiverses are the big thing, and in the Yu-Gi-Oh realm itself, let's not look at the MCU, the DCU, the popular cinematic universes here. Let's just look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. 3 shows ago had dimensional travel where you had worlds within itself,
Yeah.
and those dimensions had variants of characters, variants of the U-Boys, variants of the Bracelet Girls. What if this is very similar to that, where you have variants of Old Man Yagi and Asana and Asaka, and now Roman and Rovian and London and Roa, but it's just somehow because of that hyperspace and that ship that Yuga's in, he had the ability to go to this dimension, and he was able to go
Right.
back to Earth, to
That's-
his own
that-
dimension. I believe Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush takes place in an alternate dimension.
So still an AU.
Mentioned. Still,
It's still
well,
an
say-
AU,
but
and it's
also a
also
sequel.
a sequel.
Yeah.
That's what I now believe.
That could work.
I think it's both.
I'm on
Yeah.
that train where he left our Earth to go to an alternate dimension, Earth, and came back.
Yep, I think it's both.
And
could
again,
work.
the idea still floating over the show here is that, and we see a little bit more of it in this one in the flashback. Why did Udius know anything about Rush Duels? Why is like Rush Duels the thing that was seen as the prophecy, right? Like he's reading that book and he's
Yeah.
looking specifically for Rush Duels because he had some note about this, or it might save us, or
Yeah.
it's something
What-
worth exploring. He wouldn't know that coming from a planet that was in war. They weren't talking. We seen them physically fighting. They weren't dueling over there.
Yeah.
So how would he have heard about this?
Right.
You know, we know Yuga was out there
had
in
to be
space.
Yuga.
Word could travel quickly.
It was the
You know, so I
It's
don't
a
know.
prophecy.
It was the prophecy.
Dredge your cow. What do you guys think?
Oh, God.
AU sequel.
So,
same world.
I'm
It's
kind of in the
confusing.
same boat as you, where it's like an AU and a sequel, right?
Okay.
But I just think that it is. I don't know. It can't not be Yuga, right?
At least
It's
Yuga
gotta-
Man. It's gotta be, or Otis. It's gotta be something.
No, it's gotta be Yuga, and the thing that like really gets it for me, like you said, like she knows the dual disc, right? She knows that's the Sevens dual disc, which we know came from
Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's
from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, right? From it doesn't necessarily
Doesn't
have
have
to
to
be
be
Yuga's
Yuga,
dual
you're
disc,
right.
but
Be Luke's.
the fact that Go Ayuna knows what it is means that she has a direct connection to the world where Sevens was.
Yeah, it's fair.
So how is it not
Oh.
I don't know.
our Yuga?
It's just now it just throws a wrench into everything
And
that we were just getting comfortable.
yeah,
with.
and that's what's funny because and that's what I said as soon as kind of I got back here after kind of rewatching it and mulling that up over.
gonna have
I
to
just
delay
feel
it.
like again, Pete said it best. We were 99% sure this was like
Yeah.
not even
we
remotely.
didn't have the
They
same
threw us little tidbits. We're like nah, and that now all of a sudden I'm like crap. We should.
Now my mind is
And,
just
and it makes me,
My mind's blown.
it makes me think they gotta be what? They're like, oh, these guys think they know what's up. Nah, I threw a monkey wrench.
And
Nah,
like,
it's so
where does this
bad.
take place?
Like-
Like, did you when Yuga is here on this Earth and
Yeah.
he gives Udius the dual disc? Is this after he returned for those 2 years? You would imagine, right? Because Rush Duels is back. So, like, is this just his new persona now? He just flies around the globe.
My
just
problem
touring?
is-
I feel like
This
it's
can't-
during the 2 years.
This
It
can't- I
can't be
think
though
it's during
because
the 2
Rush Duels
years.
were gone and those kids were in the shop buying Rush Duels. That wouldn't they
That's
wouldn't
on a
show-
different-
Yeah,
wait,
but
that's
that's
a different dimension.
Different dimension.
Maybe I'm saying if we were somehow in the same
You're saying if it
dimension.
was a sequel.
Like let's say that's
If
a
it's a direct
possibility.
It's a direct sequel, not
Now
an
the
AD.
timeline is
If
completely
it's a
shifted.
direct sequel, I have a problem. You also have to remember,
There's no way.
There's a
Yuhi
lot
and
of problems.
Yumu
Just
have the
can't be.
Yuhi and
That's why it
Yumu
can't
have
be.
the Odo last name.
Right.
We also don't know who started UTS.
We just know it's in the
Yeah.
family.
Dude,
There's
this
so
is
there's so
Right.
much
That
that
is-
just
And we're also-
exploded.
it's crazy.
You know how we have Goa Yuna recognize the dual disc, right? And she
Immediately.
has Seven's Road.
Right.
Why? So you got to assume that, like, why does she only have one and not the other?
Well, was she in line to get the dual disc, or as you said, maybe she's forcefully been taking?
Yes, that was my thought.
Those
process.
items for some reason.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, why does she want the dual disc? That's a good
Well,
point.
Yeah.
you said like Rush Duels was gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
during that time.
when Yuga comes back, maybe he brought Rush Duels back with him, right?
Okay.
We'll just say that he
his
brought
own-
them back
his
with him.
own
You're
Earth.
To his
you
own
make that
dimension.
assumption.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if this was still just going off Pete saying if this was like the same Earth, right?
Which
and
is
those
probably not.
and those kids were at the
Possible.
store buying Rush Duels, it doesn't mean that Yugioh's the one who just got there, right?
No.
That was when Yugioh just got there. Yugioh could have already been back.
Just flying around.
No, but he didn't fly. he walked, like he shows up standing
Yeah.
there in
But
the
he did
outfit.
fly
He did
but then he
jetpack.
flies away.
Yeah.
But he could have been looking for Yugioh, waiting for
But
him to
why
come
is
down.
he looking for you?
That's the question we
can I
don't
say
answer.
something?
We
It
don't
almost
know.
was. It almost was the Judai and Yugi moment.
Yeah,
of just
in
like,
episode 1.
of like the passing off. It kind of felt like
I
that.
agree.
You know,
can
what
I,
I
can
mean?
I can I say something?
Pass
I am
the
I am
torch.
95% sure
Oh,
the
God.
final duel of the show will
No,
be Yugioh
don't
versus
say it.
Yugioh.
Oh,
95% sure.
That'd be cool.
I'm not.
What
as,
do you want to put on that?
I would be willing to bet like $20.
I want someone.
No,
I want
no,
someone to
no.
put this
We
in.
got to do something with
Yeah, someone would
pies
put
or
Yeah, it's gotta be a
dunk
pie.
tank. You name. We got to do something.
You don't think that'll
Oh,
be the final
dunk
duel?
tank.
I will. Hey,
Dunk
if it's
tank.
anything but that
Dunk
of my choices, I'm taking you on it. 100%.
Feel
I'm
pretty-
ready.
I feel pretty good
Dunk
about
tank.
it.
I will think about this. We'll think about
We'll
this.
think about it because
Dunk
I
tank.
feel pretty good about it, and I still think there is a slight chance that Yugioh will be the final villain of this show as well.
I don't know.
That I don't feel as confident
I don't
on,
know about that
but
one.
I still
I
think
like the dunk tank.
if he's the new
Dunk tank.
Otis.
Dunk tank? I'll do
No,
dunk
well,
tank.
dunk tank is a little.
We'll all get dunked though.
It's fun.
How much does a dunk tank run to?
I'll
All
find
right,
out.
we'll figure it out later next episode.
We'll
We'd also have to
shake
do the
on it.
stream
And then,
outside. Okay,
all right,
fine.
me too. I'm with the
Dunk
team.
tank.
yeah, and then
Dunk tank.
if it's not logistically possible,
We'll think of something better.
think
All right.
else. But I just want
You
to.
can dunk me
I just
in
wanna
the
lock
pool
that
in
in
the
for
winter.
now. I just want to lock
Oh
that in. for
God,
now.
I don't
That's
wanna
No,
kill you.
polar plunge.
Polar plunge. We'll do in your pool.
No, not in the pool, in the ocean.
Oh, that's
That
worse.
sounds
Which is
terrible.
open
That
in the
sounds
winter.
awful.
That does sound
disgusting.
terrible.
That
Your,
sounds
your
rough.
pool is not
That's a
open in the
whole-
You know what?
winter.
a
Just to
polar
see
bear club.
Dylan go in,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
No, I didn't shake the. I shook the dunk
Andrew's
tank.
checking the
shit.
prices as we speak.
Okay.
So I'm good. We don't.
Thank
So
you.
we'll potentially do a dunk tank. I feel very.
Ooh, skydive into a dunk tank.
Oh my God! Now that's an idea.
What do we need?
Okay.
What do we need for the skydive?
The skydive is if Old Man Yagi and the Jersey Devil duel.
No shot.
No, I thought it was if the Jersey Devil
Wanna do it.
Yagi beat. Wait, no.
thought it was
The
Jersey
Old Man
Yagi-
Yagi duel happens.
Yeah, the duel.
Because that was before the Jersey Devils were confirmed.
Oh, cash.
So, and I'm an old man now. If Old Man Yagi duels and wins, I think I got to get like a life size.
No,
you do.
Yes, that's right.
Are you ever sweating that? Like, does it keep you up at night?
No, I don't think about it.
No.
I don't
Is
think-
it better
'Cause
not to think about
Yeah,
it?
it's better not to think.
Yeah, I
about
don't
it.
think I don't stress myself. The Jersey Devils are here. I think the Mad Gasser Mattoon is on deck.
Oh my
And,
Dude, when that summary comes out, you know you're gonna hide that
I
summary
would,
from
I
us.
would low key get a Mad Gasser Mattoon tattoo if
No, don't agree to that.
Oh my
Don't agree to
God.
that.
It's just a dude in a gas mask.
exactly. So it's dope. So either way, I win.
What is that tattoo of? The Mad Gasser.
So we're here for the interview. Yeah, we're gonna have to ask you about your tattoo that you have
Right on your neck.
Yeah, what is
It's
that?
right one.
Yeah, what is that?
Mad Gasser
Listen.
Mattoon, don't you know, bro?
Yeah, you never heard of it?
The other thing that we have to talk about, because I'm sure we're getting a lot of great comments
Oh
and,
my
and
God.
chats from people.
Oh, yeah.
The
Quality.
other thing we have to talk about is something that Calibro missed. You may have
Oh,
missed
I
it
know.
as
Actually,
well.
can I interrupt you really quickly
Yeah.
before we go on to the next topic? Because
You
did miss
do what
one,
I'm
yeah,
about
do
to
it.
do.
X layers.
Yeah.
X-Slayer, thank you.
$50.
Thank you so much, man. Thank
Says
you,
in
dude.
disgust.
No, he's just too great.
You want to read it? Do you want me to read it?
He's gonna kick
Oh,
my
yeah,
ass
yeah.
tomorrow night. Thank you,
So
X-Slayer.
X-Slayer
Thank you
said
so much.
This episode is definitely the best one that we got for Go Rush right now by telling us about Yugioh's backstory and how he got his dual disc, the cameo appearance of Seven's characters, the equip spell coming back, and Yugioh's first loss. Get ready for some more curveballs.
I like that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Wow, well
100%,
said.
man.
Well
Wow.
said.
Very well
Wow.
said.
X-Slayer, well said.
Wow.
X-Slayer, thank you so much for the massive super chat. Also, Pete had a little fun with us last week because he was the only one who picked correctly. Dredger would have picked Go Hyuna,
Yes.
but
Before the episode.
for the four of us, I was the only one who picked Go Hyuna for this. So
Hey, Gabe, no.
Hey man, it's a good victory.
I'm not mad about it.
It might be my turn to have a little fun.
I'm not. Well, okay.
Don't you have fun? Don't you have fun every week?
See,
No, I'm kidding.
I do it too much where I pick like the Go Hyuna and get it wrong,
Well,
which
you-
is
you
why I went Yugioh.
Yeah, you picked Yoshio to beat Luke. Now,
Exactly.
now the two of you,
Damn, it never living that down.
now the two of you,
It's all right.
actually maybe the three of you. I know your reasoning was you just weren't going to pick against Udius until they
yeah,
actually gave.
but
him
I
a
did
loss.
see
That
your
was my
purpose of
exact
you
reason.
saying this
It
feels like a
felt like
nail.
you could nail it, did.
And I agree
It
with
really
that.
did.
It just at this point, remember
Right.
also
Oh,
at that
no,
point
I
too,
know. Yeah,
Yuga
I
did technically lose
what
to
I was
Luke
like.
in episode
Right.
2.
It was like,
We haven't had
wondering.
a scratch in the armor,
That's why I
so
went like this.
I just wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah.
I
And
haven't seen that.
it works better for the story, so I'm happy to take the L.
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh, that
pictures-
was great. Yeah,
exactly.
great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were watching it live, I said like even if
I'm
I lose,
okay with
I'm
it at
okay
this
with
point,
losing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of us felt that way even with Yugioh, right? It's
Oh
Yugioh
yeah,
winning.
well even the last I really like my reason for picking Ron.
Yeah.
That Ron was gonna be this
But
bad
that's another
villain and
thing.
really good.
Right.
villain. That I'm looking for a villain. That's what I was looking for. That's why I even
We
took
got it
went
one
against
episode
UDS again.
later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I went against it
Yeah.
again.
But X Slayer, dude, thank you so much. I think I said it was one of the best episodes I thought in the franchise that I've seen in a very
Go
long
Rush
time.
or just in general.
Of the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. I thought it was that
it's
good.
probably for me top 10.
I wouldn't go that far.
Top
I
10.
thought it was. Well,
I
a lot
say
of people
top
in
10.
chat said it was an overreaction, but I
say
it
top
was
10.
one of the best in definitely the Bridge era. I
Top
thought.
Oh,
10.
definitely top 10.
And-
Up there.
and-
I really like the finale of Seven.
I thought
Oh,
it was.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finale
That's
7 is
probably
really good.
right up there.
What were you were gonna mention something?
No, Silver, I think, mentioned just like a low key thing because so much happened in this episode.
Yeah.
Right? He was talking about how Udius and Yusei, the two protagonists that we've seen actually go to prison.
Yeah.
I mean, like, is our man wanted? I mean, he broke out of prison. I mean, he literally
He
not
might
only
be a
caused
fugitive.
property damage, but like
He's definitely a fugitive.
That was
I mean,
a
he's
long
100%
time
a fugitive,
ago.
right?
It was a long time
Like,
ago.
100%.
He might
He's
be
a
a fugitive.
fugitive.
He might be
So,
a
like,
fugitive.
will that ever come up? Who knows? It's Bridge. They might do anything.
He can just break out of jail. But yeah, that was an interesting touch. And they threw him in
cop-
jail. Why did they even throw him in jail?
The cop
Yeah,
comes back.
I mean,
forget.
I don't know what the laws are like here, but he was just like bothering some kids. I don't think it's
Yeah.
enough to get thrown in
He was
jail.
trying to
No.
take their
Suspicious
cards,
activity.
Oh, he was stealing.
was it attempted
He was more
Rob-
like begging.
Attempted robbery.
He was more begging.
well, he
What
reached
if-
for them.
It was in the
What if
second
they-
degree.
They felt, yeah.
Oh,
Second
God.
degree, bro. What do you mean? That's easily 10 years.
I
What
don't
if the
know.
cop
I
that
think-
arrested him is our version of the cop from 5D?
Oh,
He
no.
recurringly just duels.
What's his name?
Ushio.
Ushio.
Yeah,
I
Ushio
liked
was
Ushio.
Ushio appeared in every single show except Sevens. They didn't keep that
Thank
tradition
God.
alive. To
Dylan,
some degree. A version of it.
You and
Wait,
the
Ushio was
reaction,
in,
video.
was he
Well,
in the
maybe he's in
original?
America.
Yes.
He was in the original, yeah.
Where was he?
He was the bully from episode 1.
Oh, was he
Yeah.
really?
So that's what ties the timeline between Duel Monsters and 5Ds together.
Oh, his age.
Because the anniversary book confirmed it's the same cop from
Wow.
episode 1 of Duel Monsters. But obviously he was more prominent in 5Ds. The one thing we got to talk about as well
Yes.
before we get to
Oh,
Super
you
Chat
get to that
that
part.
I thought was absolutely insane because he didn't notice it. I had to point it out. I don't know if you noticed it. Did you notice Sirocco at all? Okay, yeah, it's something that a lot of people
Bring it
miss.
Oh yeah.
He's actually right.
Nick T, bring it up.
That's a scary
So there
part.
were multiple shots
Oh my God.
in the very beginning
Oh my God.
of this episode of Sirocco, of a silhouetted character that obviously looked identical to Sirocco.
pull it up.
She was the only alien that was blacked out.
Yeah.
To me, that is insane.
That's insane.
There's multiple
Yeah,
shots
he's
of her.
right.
They clearly didn't want to reveal who it was, but they also could have just put any generic-looking alien there.
Right.
They purposefully
And they black it out in
thoughtfully
5
Every
put
shot, yeah,
Sirocco,
5.
and she's in like 5 different
Not that far,
shots.
not that far.
Are we sure it's
No,
Sirocco
the
or
first
Saratoga?
2 minutes.
I think it is
You're actually a
100%
great scene, though.
Sirocco.
Great scene. Here it is.
If
It
you
is a good scene.
are you showing the Sirocco?
No, we're showing the Sevens road thing again. It
No,
just gets me
but now
excited.
I'm trying to show him the Sirocco.
I mean, I just-
less,
too far,
less,
too
I
far.
just
yeah.
kind of want to know
It's
what
right
you
after.
what
Right
you
after
guys
this.
think of
Pay
of
attention.
that.
Just one character's blacked out for no reason.
In like 4 different shots.
I mean, it looks like it's definitely
I'll
Sirocco.
even full screen this for you, bro.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Not
Just
yet.
watch.
Just
watch
wait for it. Not yet.
Some of these aliens are just hilarious.
Very yeah.
Yeah,
very
there's some
funny
interesting
looking.
looking aliens. Go Hyuna, John.
But Calibro missed it
I
when
like
he
this,
watched
like,
it.
Sith cloak.
Pete missed it as well when he watched it.
Let's see. Get ready.
And I mean, if you missed it, it's in the beginning before the duel takes place when they're still confronting Go Hyuna. But it's clear, and I know there were a couple people on my Discord that didn't see it as well. It's clear to me. It's clear as day, Sirocco.
It's clear as day.
And that to me is a direct tie-in. But how did she see? That would almost imply that this is the same world
Unless
as
you-
Sevens,
but unless you made
she
it over.
traveled
Yeah,
dimensions.
right. Also, that little cryptic line. This woman doesn't just know what she's, and then they can't finish
She
their
doesn't
sentence
only
so
know-
many times.
Well, he
Yeah,
was
that's
probably
the thing.
going to say that she was Goha, you know.
Yeah, that might have been it. But when you see that, Pete, I just want to have a discussion with you guys as to whether you think it's Sirocco.
It's coming. It's we didn't go fast. We didn't go. Not yet.
Here it comes.
And
Now,
One.
Look at the first of all, weird angle. That
why is it also
character.
blacked out? No one else is.
The next
it's a
shot.
delayed
Keep
one,
going,
yeah.
yep.
Of course. 2.
Yeah, it doesn't look like her
Right?
a lot. Yeah.
I mean, that to
Another
me
co-girl.
is
Yeah.
insane, especially
Is
because
that one?
they're
No.
showing
No.
a co-girl on
There's another one,
screen
It's definitely one more.
during that
3.
whole scene.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Only character
Yeah.
blacked
And it's
out.
so
And
obvious.
again, 4.
But unless Sirocco traveled through dimensions, wouldn't that
Or
imply that
somehow
this
it's another
is?
variant. It could be
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but why
again.
would they be blanking that out?
Yeah, they wouldn't blank it out if
I don't
they.
know.
I know. What are your thoughts on that?
It's
That to me is
weird.
baffling.
Very peculiar.
That is a baffling decision.
Because one, I would think if it's her, you would imagine she
She
plays
can also
some major
travel in space.
some major part of the story, and then the wheels start going in my head of, well, how does she fit in? Is she the connecting piece between these two universes? Like, I don't know.
they played
But
a
that's-
much bigger role in
Seeing
Sevens.
that, I
than
mean,
we-
that's 100% intentional.
Right.
You didn't have to show that character on screen at all.
Exactly.
You showed it and you blocked it
Yeah.
out. So you
and
wanted
you,
people
and
to
you
know.
did it in this episode of all
this
episodes.
episode of
Yeah.
all
Where there's
this
already
insane
so much
insane
information to
episode.
process, and now I got to worry about that too.
Yeah.
Connecting
Like,
you even further.
Unless
to
she
Sevens.
traveled dimensions,
I think that's possible.
you would think that it's the same universe, but that doesn't
But
make
that would
sense.
mean there are
Doesn't
two
make
Earths.
sense.
That would literally mean there are two Earths.
Hey, Earth 636,
Which I guess
that's
is
fine.
possible. Can't they, there's probably another Earth in this
Well,
in this
it's
whole
the multi
world, right?
The multi-Earth theory.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
the Antarctica
Guess.
theory. Yeah.
Okay, stop right
Hollow
there.
Earth, bro.
Oh,
This is not King Kong.
I actually recently just watched that movie.
I mean,
The-
Caliber, what do you
King
make
Kong
of
Kong
it?
vs. Godzilla.
Yeah.
I like the fight scenes, but
It just
That's
brings
the
me
people.
closer to the
Brings
idea
it
that
down.
it has to be
That's about right, yeah.
it has to be our Yuga, and that has to be Sirocco.
Right.
But then that, like you said, means she has to have traveled through dimensions as well. But was she in, now this is just me not having a strong enough
the
memory to
spaceship?
remember, in the spaceship when it exploded, weren't the Sirocco girls?
No, they
like,
left.
they left.
Clocked out.
They
so
were like,
clocked
"We
out.
out."
They clocked out and dipped out.
Yeah, because of
But
Nanaho.
what if they already
changed the
like
clock.
they had traveled with, say, Otis through dimensions already?
Didn't they always talk about how they were from a different
a different place?
a different
They did
place
say
and like
Well, that
what
would
the,
And they
more like
missed their
galaxies,
home.
the
though.
num galaxy.
Yeah,
The num
yeah,
but like
galaxies.
a different galaxy, but that galaxy could still be in a different.
What if we just throw
dimension.
this out here?
oh
What if we just throw this
I
out
mean,
here?
this is- I mean-
what if
Come on.
Yuga, the new Otis, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The co-girls normally work for whoever has the title of Otis.
God.
What if this is just a simple way of he's surveilling the situation through having Sirocco just be
There.
there present to
Yeah.
feed him information of what's going on? He
That's-
has invested interest in it, considering he gave Utis the dual
know.
disc and his first cards,
I like
which
that.
have been no one else has Galaxy cards.
And the
that's
fact
that's an
and
intention.
the fact that she debuts in this alien residential area when the fated meeting between the character that Yuga potentially passed his dual disc along
Right.
to versus the character that Yuga potentially passed his ace along to. That's when she shows up, and that's
Wow.
when she's in the audience for the first time.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It makes you wonder.
He accidentally tried
It
to.
makes
to
you
pick
It
up-
does. I mean, it's a crazy episode that they would have her debut in, and in the fashion of having her debut in, where they decide to completely black silhouette her character. I mean,
it could be the
has to mean
classic
something.
story of Yuga was trying to pass along. This is all theoretical, obviously.
Theoretically.
But, theoretically, he was trying to pass along his kind of like just the next person to take the mantle.
Yeah.
He picked Gohayuna. He picked really wrong. And so now his
Oh,
version
he's
of
trying to
correcting
correct
that
it.
is that he found Udius. He sees some potential in him. He's different. Maybe he can approach things different because he's not from Earth. And now this is his kind of course correction to try to fix.
Hope
his
it's not
mistake.
butterfly effect status.
Let's not also forget, because that's a fantastic point, that Otis in Sevens tried to manipulate multiple people. Remember, he manipulated Gohayuga as well.
Huge
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like the first
He
person
messed that man up.
Yeah, that
Remember,
was
he
the
left
first.
him on the table
Yeah.
to basically die.
Yeah, and then his siblings saved him.
Left him.
Thank God.
I
don't
know.
know what would
Oh,
happen.
thank God.
I mean, it's fascinating, but I think I want to start hearing some super chats donations
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
have
We
any.
have, we have a few links if
You
you
want
want
to try to start with the links?
I
Start
also
'em up.
want to take a look at the poll to see where people are at now,
Pokemon Go.
because I think
The
this
polls.
is.
I'm in Cedar Rapids.
So this
Chilling
is
out.
kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
I was jealous.
51% of voters believe that this is now Go Rush is that they believe it's an AU and a sequel to. That Go Rush is in a different dimension and it's a sequel. 28% believe this is a direct sequel. So you still have about 3/10 of people that believe this is a direct sequel to Sevens. And then 14%, pretty decent chunk, still believe this is an AU. So 14% of people don't think this is our Yuga. Maybe they don't think it's a Yuga at all. And then 4% voted other. It's like 2 people, kind of interested to see what other there is. Maybe prequel. I don't know how you would think that, but some people, I don't know.
Push the prequel.
Yeah, it's interesting. So
Did
direct.
you say push the prequel?
I mean, if it was a direct sequel, it would have to be hundreds of years, and Yuga is timeless, maybe, right? Because it can't be one generation.
I don't know.
It can't be
I don't know.
That's why direct is weird. That's why direct would be weird.
because old man. So old man Yagi is.
Actually,
Not our. Yeah, it would be a different. Oh, if it's one generation, I don't know. No, there's no way.
Direct sequels.
We've already almost disproven that it's direct, like within a generation, because the characters aren't the same people.
They're not the same age as well.
They're not the same age.
They also don't do the same things. They have different catchphrases,
different
everything.
names.
Yeah. Right.
Or they all changed their names.
Oh yeah, like old man Yagi is not Nick Yagi.
No, he's not.
No,
Miyagi.
no, we can.
Which maybe if there's any one character you could argue, we just know him as Old Man Yagi. But the other character, there's
Could have been Nick back in the day.
I know, that's not his official name.
No,
is
it's
it?
not.
No.
But for the
I hope
other,
not.
for the
Imagine.
other characters,
Imagine your name is Old Man.
Old Man
That would
Yagi.
suck
for
when
the
you're
other
young.
characters, there are different names.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
Wow.
We appreciate all you guys being here. We got a lot of great conversation, obviously, still to come. Solid Snack, thank you for the $2 donation. Best episode so far. Love me a pro tag loss, especially to a gaslight, gatekeep girl boss like Yuna. I'm hoping Ron. I love that. I'm hoping Ron was in league with her and was playing the long game. Would love a girl boss team up. Hope we can talk soon, Dill. We definitely will, my friend. Could be leaning that way.
I really don't think she can do it though.
I mean, Rovian is also potentially a girl boss, so maybe the 3 of them are all in
I see
cahoots
those
here.
2 and London being the.
I would say London's
best
gonna
one.
Also,
London versus Yuhi still has to happen.
Yes,
and now there's
definitely.
bigger stakes.
I just had a thought though. Through the summaries or any context clues, do we even have a confirmation of Rovian's gender?
Yes, because Queen of Badloon Castle.
Okay,
So
thank
we
you.
do.
That's why
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure for a
I
second.
know Rovian. It strikes
It could
me
be
as
a big- I don't
as like
know.
a guy name,
Yeah,
but,
maybe.
but in the summary it says they're taking on the Queen of the
Queen of
Badloon
Badloon,
Castle.
okay.
So we know Rovian is a girl.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Solid Snack, thank you for another $2 donation. No hate, but Cal really took himself from the second best looking member of the crew all the way to the bottom.
He
LMAO.
just set up a
No hate.
Time
No hate.
out.
Solid
Time
Snack.
out. All right, no, I'm going to time. No,
I don't want.
Yep,
I don't
we're
wanna dive
going.
into this. I
He
don't wanna
went
dive
there.
into
Who's
this.
number
All
one?
right, Solid
Well,
Snack.
hold on.
Nope, we're going.
He's not a mustache guy. He's
No,
not a mustache guy.
First of all,
No,
You
no.
look like Dexter.
No,
Loomis.
I'm with you. We got to time out.
Let's
I
address
agree.
one thing at a time.
You look
First
like
of all,
Dexter.
First of all, you
That-
look great.
You look
Yeah, I think you
That's
look
what
like
you look
that.
like.
He's not a
Yeah,
mustache
just
guy.
the show.
When
Yeah,
I had the
exactly.
beard, people think I look like a. Well, I'm not
No,
gonna say
yeah.
that.
Second of all,
So what's the list? I
Yeah,
think we
but
all
I
got it.
wanna
Now,
know the
now
list.
Solid Snack needs to tell us the list.
We don't need to
Yeah,
know.
no,
the
no,
list.
We
he
need to know
said
the list.
second-
Cal was second.
so who's won?
I'm very intrigued
You
now.
see what you did.
Wow, this is gonna get
You see
good.
what you
I
did.
Yup.
think I probably know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I actually think I
Hey,
know too.
Thanks, dude.
Oh my! Actually, that was mine. That was mine. I thought it was Nick. I don't want to play this game,
Why
but
not?
I think Nixie was number one.
No, don't say that.
I
was
truly do.
kidding.
I truly do.
I
think
actually don't know. Well, now we gotta
For real,
know.
bro. For real, bro.
No.
Oh God, don't cry. It's okay. It's okay. I keep reading it when
Yeah,
Solid
let's keep
Snack.
it going.
Someone look for Solid Snack. I want to know.
Dip.
He's scared.
He
now.
don't want that smoke.
Limestone, thank you for the $3 donation. I hope they don't keep teasing us with the hint of alternate universe travel. If there is, then there are some Arc 5 vibes. Yeah, we didn't travel to a different dimension in Arc 5 until episode 52, so I still think that, it could be possible.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where we're headed, though. I really, really do
What?
think that's where we're headed. I think we're headed to alternate universe
So
travel.
we go to one dimension, it's just destroyed.
Oh my God.
That was an Arc 5 thing, wasn't it?
If
pretty
it
good,
was.
Cal.
I mean, if that happens, you could have potential matchups like Roman versus
Oh my.
This is
anyone,
it.
Roman
What
versus Yumu.
This is now
What
we're
if-
getting crazy.
What if
I just
got to troll.
Yeah,
What if
troll
the
it.
variant of Leo Akaba comes back?
Okay. What if Jean-Michel Roger shows up?
Oh.
That's where Jean-Michel Roger was
That's where he
transferred
went.
to, because he fell into a
That's where he
wormhole
went.
Never to be seen again.
and he,
Yeah.
and he was never seen
And
again.
this is where he ended
And they
up.
made a comment like,
Hey.
"Oh, he must be trapped between like the void between dimensions." But what if this is where he went?
If you guys are listening, you know what to make happen.
If
If you're
Jean-Michel
listening.
Roger shows up,
One more time, say it to the camera. Point, look at the camera. Who's got to show up?
If Jean-Michel Roger shows up,
I'm done.
I think I would skydive as well. I'll double down on
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Fair.
mean, come on.
Fair.
He's doubling. I'm with you.
Fair.
I'll triple
Fair.
down.
Yeah.
By
I'm
the
with
way,
it. I'm with it, baby.
Solid Snack has led me to drinking now. So it's
Also,
fine.
Solid
Oh,
Snack
God.
said Nick T is number 1.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah. Well, hey, you're number 2 on
Hey,
a good
dude,
day.
you're
You
number
were
two,
number
though.
two.
You were. That's true. You were number 2.
You are the weakest link.
Lorena, thank you for the $2 donation. Hello,
fine.
everyone. I'm back. I fell behind in Go Rush, so I took a break
up,
from
man.
the podcast, but I'm all caught up now in the new episode.
Yes.
And the new episode was insane. I absolutely
Yes.
loved it. My only question is, why is Yuna like that? Did something happen to her?
She does seem like there has
question.
something.
Something definitely happened to her.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. For everything this episode threw at us, there's still so much mystery.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And even within the character of Goha Yuna, which I think gets lost in a lot of the talk with, potentially Yugioh, with the dual disc, with her having Seven's Road, her personality and her why she's like that is super interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah, I think it gets lost in the shuffle because we got so many.
There's just too much in this episode.
Yeah,
to
we
be honest
got
with you.
so many grand out there questions, but some of the questions are more grounded. Like, why is she that way?
yeah. Yeah.
Like, so it kind of gets buried, but like it's a very valid question.
100%.
I want it to be the classic Yugioh where aliens are responsible for killing your parents.
Oh my God.
It's bound. I mean, it's
a
right?
classic
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
bound to happen.
That is classic Yu-Gi-Oh.
Parents die in Yu-Gi-Oh all
Or
the time.
aliens, like, an alien was, like, Ubering.
They caused a car
and the
accident.
parents got in the car.
Yeah.
Oh.
The alien was the Uber
my
driver, and that was it.
God.
Well, come on, car accident. I mean, that's...
It's got it.
Well,
It's a
not,
trope.
it's not Shin Yoshida writing it, so we probably won't get that, but...
Why
No,
does
no.
she
And
love-
Shin is a friend. Why
He's
did
a
he
friend.
love car accidents? I don't
Maybe
know.
it was something that happened to him.
The amount
That's
of
the interview
the
we
amount
have
of
to do.
car accidents in Vrains.
Oh
We
my
should
God.
call
That's
the
the
Yeah.
question. Wait,
Oh my
Let's
God.
get him on the
Aaron.
show.
Wait. Can we, like, hypothetically,
No.
secure a Shin Yoshida interview?
Think about the things we could ask.
No, we probably can't. He probably doesn't speak English.
With a
We'll have a
translator.
translator.
That's not cheap.
That sounds like a great idea.
Aura could do it, right?
No,
I don't know.
on the fly. I don't know about
Yeah, I don't think she could do it on the fly.
Well, he
I
could
don't-
write in his answers.
he's like a semi-famous guy.
I think
But
we
he's
can
a
say
friend. Yeah, but he's a friend.
He's a friend, but I don't think we could get him on
You
the
never
show.
know, dude. You
Yeah,
never
I'll
know.
inquire.
I bet
I was
I'll
trying to
bet
get
that's
the voice actor for Neanderstar on the show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
Did you reach out?
I didn't.
Why do you think that?
Wait,
would
you
be
didn't
done?
reach out, Dill. Why
She's a
not?
very talented voice.
Why didn't you reach out?
She's a great voice actress. Well, she's the main character in JoJo right now, so I don't want to.
Oh, let's give her some time.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
we'll give her
Jolene is a, yeah.
Jolene.
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 Starixous, thank you for the $2 super chat.
Nope.
Haven't been this
Link
excited in
donation.
an episode since Nail summoned Yugioh Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Respect.
I would
That was
probably
good.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hype.
Yeah,
It was a
It was
very
hype AF.
Well
It,
said.
it really was hype AF.
Yeah.
Sora, thank you for the $2 super chat. Really loving Pete's idea that perhaps Yuga picked wrong in his successor of Yuna and is now trying to correct it with UDS. Similar thing happened in Naruto, and it led to one of the best arcs in all of anime.
Nicole, can you attest on that one?
Can you attest to that? Someone picked the next kin incorrectly, and then they picked a different predecessor to make up for it. Do you know what arc that is? Someone said it's led
So
to like
someone picked somebody to be his
That
predecessor
has
and
to be,
chose
like-
wrong
that
and
has
tried to correct it.
be Madeira, right?
Oh, okay.
It has to
Who was
be,
it?
right?
Madeira?
He would be
Who
the
was
one
it?
who would choose
What was
the name
his
of the arc?
successor.
I think you're talking about the pain arc.
Yeah, it's gotta be a
Pain
pain
arc.
arc, right? That's what
Hey,
I'm
ooh, shut up,
picturing.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Nicole. Thank you. Our Naruto.
Yes, Naruto expert.
Yeah.
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 Oh my
God damn it.
God.
Dude, there's a clip speaking of which,
No, but I like that idea.
there's
We're
a
done with
clip
Flints.
I always refer back to with like that arc where there's like, cause it's Toby, right, with the mask. I don't know if you guys know it, but like he's speaking his like quirky voice in the dub, and then he just switches to like this deep ominous voice, and it's hilarious, but it's so terrifying.
That's amazing. I thought you were referencing the "It's over. You've lost the game."
That's
from Death Note.
that's a classic.
Yeah.
I can't believe we found that like
When we were in high school, before
Lore,
anime
yeah.
was cool.
we were freshmen in high
Before
school. And we're
anime
like, what
was
is
cool.
this?
Yeah.
We just found you lost the game. On
Yeah,
YouTube.
and it ended up
Oh,
being Death
man.
Note. Yeah.
All right, so we got $2 from Crystal Colden.
Thank you, Crystal.
And Crystal said, if I had a nickel for every time Dylan is late,
You'd be a very rich person, I'll tell you that.
that or they just gave all those nickels back.
They gave you 40
true.
weeks worth of you being late.
Speaking of which,
right.
nickel back. They need to come back.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I feel like
solid.
they never really went
solid.
anywhere.
Crystal, thank you.
So we had 5 pounds from TNX Rail.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
Said Goha Yuna.
Yep.
I think she learned rush tools from Yugioh to use in this universe. Some promise was broken by one of them before Yugioh left to go home.
Interesting. That could work.
I mean, that is what it seems like. It seems very similar, not similar, but it seems like it could be this character. Maybe didn't spite her, but she feels slighted by this character.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Potentially Yugioh, and yeah, it would
She
be
was
a real.
supposed to get the dual disc.
That's what it seems like to me.
And that's why she got it now.
Yeah, she's like,
seems
how
like to
did
me.
you get that?
Yeah, she's
dual
very
disc?"
confused by like she
Feel like-
almost like she
She
knows.
clearly
she's-
knew the dual disc.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Classic story element.
And then they played for
It's a
keeps.
classic
And what do you do?
story.
You play for keeps. She got the dual disc back that she wanted and the dual power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine if Yugioh just shows up in a couple episodes.
Give it back.
I mean, if they have a,
you don't
if-
deserve that.
do we believe
Don't give me hope.
this arc finale is Yugioh Gohayuna rematch? I mean, that's what I believe.
It's probably.
In 25 and
Probably.
I mean,
26.
like, Yugioh is still out there.
That yeah, but
I keep
Zujo's
saying
taking
that.
a little bit of time. Remember, Revolver was gone for like 30 episodes
Yeah,
after
he came
season
back,
1.
He came back with a
Again, I just like that we have time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
again, if you look at the Neil arc, especially, he lost to Neil. It was Yugioh Neil in 20, and then
23.
23. There's not enough to now. You have
3 episodes
what
later.
5 episodes or 4 episodes where you need to have the finale duel, right?
Yep.
An argument.
Yep.
You have a lot of time to make something else happen.
Yep,
You know
cook
what I
something
mean?
up, and we don't even know if that'll be the final duel.
It might be Rovian.
Could be Rovian. Could be Rovian. Well,
I don't
Rovian's,
know.
and we got equip spells. We also got a 2-on-1 duel coming up. So there's a lot of.
Yeah.
I said last week on this podcast,
Yeah,
there's a
going on.
lot of exciting shit
Yeah,
to look
going
forward to. Roman's variant.
Yep.
So really, it's a good time to be a Go Rush Bridge Yu-Gi-Oh.
What a
fan right now.
time to be
Definitely.
alive.
You
Alright.
and yours, because you and mine.
Nice, thanks. We have $2 more from Crystal Colden.
Thank you, Crystal.
It's the best episode ever. Everything took my breath away.
I like
Very good.
5 minutes in when we were watching, I literally had chills.
Yeah, I showed you my arms. I was having chills.
Yeah,
on
I
stream.
literally
Like, it
had
was
chills
just
because I thought they were going to reveal, and they did end up revealing crazy shit.
Seven's Road,
I mean,
Yuga
it
Man,
was just insane.
Sirocco.
Fully agree, Crystal. Thank you.
The Yugioh
Oh,
back.
man.
We have $25
Oh, shit.
from our favorite jazz musician, Ray Windy.
Ray
Winding.
Angie, that is a very generous super chat. Thank you. Angie will be a live audience member in, I believe, 2 weeks. So, Angie, thank you so
Oh,
much.
nice.
And
Thank you,
Angie says, honestly, watching the reactions of the 3 of you during the watch along was amazing. From Dredger yelling, eyes widening as the scene continues. Now the better question. Has Dylan stole that yell/scream as a soundboard bit?
Not on the
It's
soundboard
not
yet.
set up yet.
We have judges on Batman
It's
still.
in the works.
It will be set
It'll
up.
be next week.
It will
for
be. Yeah,
sure.
there just wasn't enough time for me, but it will be set up for next week, 100%.
That's
Yeah.
terrible. I kind of want. Can you send it to me after so I just can know what I'm
I'll
expecting?
send it to you.
If you ever stream again, you
It's
can
gonna be
use
the
that.
whole.
If I ever
thing.
stream
Oh
again,
my
that's
God.
a great.
All
That's
like
a great
30
point.
seconds.
If I ever stream.
Yeah, the whole long one.
Yeah.
Just nonstop.
Can you imagine?
Yep.
So, Angie, thank
My
you
alert
so
people.
much for the
No one's ever
very,
donated.
very generous super
I would
chat.
donate more
for that.
Love you, appreciate you. Thank you,
My
Angie.
ear.
We have $20 from Silver Napper.
Thank you, Silver
Nice.
Napper. Appreciate
Silver Napper
you.
says, can't we agree this duel was awesome, seeing how intense and serious it was?
Yeah.
I also want more female villains in shows like this.
Got it.
Hopefully you agree with me on that, Pete, but I personally like her a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring me my villains.
Yes, we
Yes.
love
I
villains.
love
Me and
it.
Pete are villains.
I
We
love
have
it.
never had like a truly like main evil girl anime character
Well,
in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Queen,
ever.
bro.
It,
Well,
oh,
she
Jesus.
was.
Yeah.
Until
She
wasn't.
dissected Earth.
she main arc villain.
There you go.
It's
She
just
should've
never
been.
happened
could've
because
No.
Asana
She
wasn't
could've
evil.
been.
No, and
No.
like the only person that was for a moment evil was kind of Yugioh. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess Goa Yuga in
Goa
some ways.
Yuga.
I mean, they did some. I mean, remember Yugioh tried to suck people out into space
Yeah.
He did try to do
in
that.
a torture coffin.
He did
Yeah.
try
like
to
one
do
of those torture chamber
Yeah.
devices.
Which was
Pretty
pretty cool.
pretty messed up.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
but no,
Okay, that
for
was
a-
pretty
for
cool.
like a whole arc
Yeah.
for a female. Yeah, we've never had that
Yep.
villain
No.
side. Ever.
Duel was super cool. I think do I like it more? Is nostalgia gonna say that? Let me say this was the best duel ever in Go Rush. It might.
In Go Rush, best
Go
duel.
Rush, yeah.
Yugioh Udius was enjoyable as well,
Yes.
though.
I think
So-
it's hard to compare
Yeah.
a two-parter versus a one-parter, though.
I know, but you got
You're just
it.
lacking that.
But you got it.
I agree, but like, if
Like there's a rule.
You gotta do it.
You
Well,
got
you gotta do
like,
it.
if imagine Goa Yuna versus Udius gets 2 episodes.
I think it will.
I mean,
also, are we gonna ignore the fact? Am I the only one that felt like Go Hyuna looked like Seven's Road Witch? as
No,
well.
You did kept
right?
saying
The
that.
green eyes are
The
striking.
hairstyle,
Yeah.
Green
the
eyes,
hair
yes.
color.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
looked like
I want her to
Seven's
go back to
Road
the
Witch.
cloak. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Her
clothes
hair,
is
the
dope.
hairstyle's too different.
The hairstyle's
The
much
hairstyle's
different.
color is
very
Actually,
different.
no.
The eyes aren't green either.
Is there no? There's another one.
You're thinking
Not
of a different
Witch.
one.
The one with yellow hair.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm
it's
thinking.
not.
Yeah, the one with yellow
It's
hair
a
looks
ma-
more
Mage is a
more
guy,
different than I
right?
remember.
Road's Mage is a guy.
She has purple eyes,
No, I was looking at the hair.
and the hair is bright yellow.
And it's a different style.
Go Hyuna's hair is bright yellow.
But it's
no,
a different
its
style.
hair is green, dude.
Go Hyuna?
The one you use hair is blonde.
Her hair is
Her hair is
blonde.
bright yellow.
No, it's like neon green.
Wait,
Okay, Nick T's
Nick T-
colorblind. Anyway,
should we ask DJ?
Wait,
Wait,
let's split up. Let's split up. Let's split up.
Go. You're saying Yuna's hair is green?
Oh.
It's like neon green.
no, it's not.
Pete,
Her
what do you think?
eyes are
Pete,
neon
Pete,
green.
you're not saying anything. I'm a little
No, I'm
nervous.
I'm just
actually-
letting it play out.
I'm
Okay.
actually concerned.
Her eyes are green.
Yeah, you might
Not
be.
her
Maybe you're
hair.
getting mixed up. Pull it up, because you.
Let's split up.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Because if
All
you,
right.
if
Well,
you
while Nick T pulls that up, do you want me to
Yeah,
read a
no,
couple?
one
Silver,
more, one
Silver
more.
Napper, thank you
One
so
more, one
much.
more.
It was a great tool.
Go Yuhi.
All right. So while Nick T loads this up,
Yeah.
we have Yuhi Odo, a member for 2 months at Raw. Yellow.
Thank you, Yuhi.
It's,
Said
yeah, all right.
2 months. I would say something emotional,
like-
but there's not
it's
enough
like
space to say how
highlighter yellow.
grateful I am for this channel and how it helped in life
Still doesn't
in
look
7
that
years.
Yuhi Odo,
No, it's still
thank
doesn't.
you so much. We are going to be here for another 7 years. Also, through, and thank you for
Long
becoming a channel member.
I won't be.
Through,
Oh my god.
Through 16 days
Why?
in August, for the first time ever, the channel has eclipsed 1 million views.
Actually, 1.1 million for being honest.
Yeah, right now we're at 1.15
We may make
million.
boys.
So,
2 million. Here we come, boys.
Hey,
it's been-
we're getting that play button.
yeah, well, I
We're
mean,
getting that play
it's
button.
crazy.
But-
By the end of the
but-
year. End of the year.
Earlier this morning, we had 89,000 subs.
be on my
Since
bedroom
July
wall.
28th, we have not had a single day where we did not at least grow by 100 subs.
Sheesh.
So it's been insane. Happy you guys have been enjoying the shorts. Hopefully, I'll continue to make some really fun,
Where do you buy
enjoyable
your shorts?
content. I buy my shorts from Kohl's, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I
I
would've
knew
said-
he was gonna say.
I would have
So
said
I-
Amazon.
Kohl's has some quality shorts.
Oh no,
Yeah, you can get like
I'm
20
not-
pairs
I'm
for
not
$10.
dissing it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I don't know about that.
It's no, it's no wonder he has all
You must
these
be-
good shorts from
You
Kohl's.
must be
that
shopping
he's-
at a different.
On
Kohl's
another
than I
note,
am.
look at all these Funkos.
Oh no.
Yuki Odo,
What is that?
we've gone.
Nick T.
I didn't.
Can I
Nick
say
T.
something?
No, you can't.
This-
That's bookmarked. What?
This episode has been so good that we've gone an hour and nobody's brought up Funkos. That's how good this episode
Yeah,
was.
Why'd
Yeah.
you have to say it?
No, because
man?
he said
I
he
did
said
say
it.
That's
it.
how
You
good this episode
You spoke it
was.
into existence.
I wanted to.
Anyway, Yuki Odo, thank you so much, and for as long as you need me here, I'll be here making content for you. Thank you.
All right. We have $2 from Jason Borneau.
Thank you, Jason.
Jason Bourne?
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
Jason is the argument.
And simply put, Yuna, Neil's daughter? Question mark.
Well, I mean, parallel is that they were the first real roadblock for our main character.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's the connection. Outside of that, I don't know if there's anything more.
No.
But going into this duel, I felt that this reminded me of Yugioh versus Nail. It just did. Probably no connection there, Jason, but what's fascinating, we still do not have the Neil variant in this universe. That's something that I think
He's
will
out
happen
there.
in the third arc.
I agree,
He's out
third
there.
arc.
Very excited for that. Very excited for that. Thank you, Jason.
Before we go on, I just had I saw something in chat before, and I wanted to ask your opinion on it.
I'm scared.
A lot of people were saying, like, oh, Yuna could be, like, Yuga's daughter or Yuga's
We
granddaughter.
already have Odos.
But, exactly, it's Goha, not Odo.
Yeah.
So she would have to be in relation to the Goha siblings, not Yuga.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
Possible.
Like, she could have, in theory, if it was an actual,
It's not direct sequel.
not an actual sequel, but not, like, directly after, obviously.
Yeah.
She could have been, like, one of the
That's
Goha siblings, like, grandchild.
Right.
And he could have been like, I saw promise in your mother or father, or your grandmother or grandfather, and that's
In
who
their
I
will,
wanted to
when
give
they got
this
hit by the
to.
car.
And that's who I wanted to give this stuff to, and then she ended up
not a
being
problem.
evil.
I don't buy.
Like,
I don't buy into that theory at all. But I will say that I buy into the theory of mystery character viewing Goha Yuna as a potential prodigy and taking Goha Yuna under
remember that.
the wing.
Yeah.
And then maybe something going wrong at that
Yeah.
point.
That's my theory.
I buy into
that's
that.
a great villain.
Yeah.
like
I buy into that.
villain
classic.
origin.
You
type
understand
thing,
the
yeah.
jealousy. You can sympathize with them, maybe being
Yeah.
deserted by the character that they
It's,
invested
it's
everything
literally
in.
the story of,
I
of
think that's a
the
redraw, though.
movie Black Adam
Yeah.
that's going to be coming out this
Yeah.
year.
Really?
I mean, it comes out where the wizard picks Black Adam to be the next successor, and he's obviously somewhat evil, and so then that's how Shazam comes in the mix to counterbalance his previous mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a story that we've seen a million times in everything.
But it always works.
It works.
As long as it's executed well.
We got 10 Australian dollars from Matt Galaxy.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you,
He said,
dude.
Can I just say, Dredge, your reaction was amazing for this episode with a little tongue face.
It was.
Yeah, that was truly genuine. I think what made it worse is Dylan said it, and I'm watching, and as the white
he
light
does say it,
changes to it, I just am like, honestly, before I even scripted, my thought is, how does this man know everything's gonna happen? I was gonna ask you for the winning lottery numbers. I should have.
I saw the two cards.
sorcerers.
They were Yugioh's.
But that's the thing. I agree with you. Like, my other source, maybe Nora, my head went dark magician.
And then when
so I was totally off.
And then that would have been a pretty good guess,
you
too.
said in the thing, you go, those kind of look like Yugioh's cards, and then Dylan's face lights up, and he's like, she's gonna summon Seven's Road.
And that's when it just hit me. And then I rewatched it after I was in, and I carried on way longer than I needed to.
So,
like, I'm just like screaming because I'm just like a little girl.
If you rewatch that moment, I take the headset off and I get
and
up.
he realizes.
And after like 3 seconds, I
Oh,
just
shoot,
hear
the episode's
Dredger
still on.
screaming, and I'm like, oh, I'm missing the episode. And
He
I gotta
runs
run
back.
back.
Yeah.
It was just so good.
Yeah,
It was so good.
oh,
Matt
man.
Galaxy.
Thank you, Matt.
Appreciate you, my friend. Hope life is good in the
Yes.
down under.
Down under. We have $5 from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Philip. Appreciate you, my
Philip
friend.
said, this was the best episode of Go Rush, not since the Yugioh duel. I been this excited. Go Hyuna is breaking the mold, a badass female villain.
Yeah, she got to keep it up though.
100%. She has broken the mold. We have Rovian coming up next.
Yeah.
I think that is the next duel. Actually, we'll read the summaries.
Is there a duel next week
I
or
don't
no?
think there's an implied duel next week. No,
It doesn't look like it based on the
And we will get to the
preview
summaries
images.
in a little bit, and we'll go through them quickly because we haven't gotten anything new, so we already talked about them. But we'll go through them quickly. But yeah, it's been the arc of the girl character. Yugioh versus Sky Fisher, then Ron versus Manabu, Go Hyuna, now Rovian. I don't know if Yugioh has ever had 4 consecutive duels where a girl duelist was involved.
Really?
And we're in that stretch right now.
What are we on? 3?
On 3, and we know Rovian, I think, is the next one. I don't think we've ever had it. I don't think we've ever had 4 straight duels where a girl duelist was involved. I don't think it's ever happened. So the girl characters, much like in 7's, continue to be respected in ways that the first 6 Yu-Gi-Ohs didn't really show, which is super cool. Super cool. So, Philip, very exciting stuff to come.
And on top of that, we have another $5 from Philip Rosewood.
There's another one somewhere.
And Philip said, we got so much in this episode, and the fact that Go Hyuna is a girl character not only used Yuga's ace, but his deck, Studio Gallop could have never done that.
Well, I've kind of just went along with what I said. Yeah, I mean, if this was Studio Gallop, Go Hyuna would have been, or the final blow would have sent her into the Coliseum wall, and she would have passed out.
Far, okay.
So,
Sam's close.
yeah.
No, also the Rovian wouldn't be a queen; it'd be a king.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He brainwashed her to have this duel.
Well, no, that's a great point. Go
mind
Hyuna would have been
control.
brainwashed, or just would have been a guy character.
Yeah.
I mean, it just would have been.
Yeah.
And again, GX has, I think there's like,
It's so good.
outside of Asuka, and not counting one-off characters, I think there's 1 or 2 girl duelists in that entire show.
Wow.
In the entire show.
You love GX.
There's Blair.
First 130 episodes?
I would start GX around 150, and I think you're gonna
It's gotten
really.
worse.
Hello, future Nadine. When you watch
Doesn't Blair duel as
poor
a boy?
Nadine.
What?
Doesn't Blair duel as a boy?
She pretends to be a
Yes.
boy.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not revealed until
Oth-
after.
otherwise-
she,
yeah,
she,
'cause-
she likes Judai.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not revealed till after.
And then they tell
So,
that
so
man.
technically, she's not even a girl.
Oh my god.
Poor Nadine and all the GX fans.
It's fine. GX was a good show.
Once a week.
After episode.
Yeah, no, I was like, once a week
No, I wish
that
it
joke
150
comes
now.
out.
It's not even that.
It's getting,
moved it up.
it's getting moved.
It was
That's the
100.
point.
It was 100.
And then
It was 110.
it was 102, 103. Now it's 130.
Yeah, now it's 150.
I think it started at 80. I think it started
We're
around
gonna get to the point.
No,
Yeah, it was
I
always
would've
like about a
started there.
102. We're gonna get to the point where
I
it's like, yeah,
remember-
you started about 178.
I remember being at like 113 for a while. or something
Yeah.
there.
I do remember you specifically telling Dredger, like, yeah, skip over the first 100, 110
Yeah, and
episodes.
I was like, I'm good. And then he's like, now we're at least 130.
I know. I turned Dredger off.
I'm not watching it. There's no reason. to
It's,
do
no,
that.
it's fun. It actually is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
After
Judai's
episode 100.
worth watching.
No. Before episode 100, it's like wacky. It's fun-
Judai's
it's fun
worth
to watch.
watching it for.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
Even the first 100 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the only thing worth watching. As well.
Why?
It is.
That's
That's
lying
Asian.
straight
I I
my
also enjoyed
base.
watching the first 100 or so episodes because I love hating show.
Yeah.
So it's,
You can
it
get a
does
lot of
fun.
enjoyment
You get a
from
lot
that.
of
Okay.
enjoyment out of
Yeah.
that.
Anarchy.
He's a baby back bitch.
I may what? Wait.
He hates show.
Anyway, we have $2 from Crystal Colden.
Thank you, Chris.
And Crystal said, and thanks for the 10,000 plus questions again.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
I
that's
love
the,
it.
that's the
That's
sign
what
of
we
a
do
good
here.
show, right?
We ask
And
a lot of questions.
It's funny because it's almost like and this is why I give Bridge a lot of credit here. The writing team knew after episode 19 when they pulled that Uno reverse with Ron and made her the kind of character she was.
Yeah.
I think they knew that a good amount of people might be upset by that.
It's like,
So
but
they
just
next
and
wait.
they were like,
episode-
just wait 1 week and
We
you're
got
gonna
you.
get what you
Boom.
wanted. And like we didn't have to wait long for that. And so that's another like minor thing that Bridge did here that I think probably goes overlooked that they executed really, really well. I have to run and use the restroom, so if you want to keep reading
Yeah,
some super
I'll
chats.
keep reading.
I got it.
Did
And thank
can
you guys
just
so
add the
much.
new ones that come in because I haven't been adding them as I've been reading.
I am. I think I'm.
Chat, you're amazing. We are
I just
going
have to get one more,
to
then
briefly
otherwise
go
Are you
over
sure?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
summaries
so-
very briefly. But I love you guys. I'll be right
Actually,
back.
no, we are missing. I'll find it.
Okay. We got $5 from Gravity Hero. Thank you, Gravity Hero. I love Go Hyuna, but my poor boys, seeing Fisher Sky get beat up was rough.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, I
getting
feel terrible
kicked
for those
and
guys.
It really was like it wasn't
That
even
was
just
bad.
like it wasn't even just like comical like hitting.
She was like stomping.
She was
on
stomping on
She
the bag,
smashed the
smashing
bag,
it on the ground.
Healed it several times.
she was,
Yeah.
and especially when she found out about the duel, that she just went to town,
Yeah.
taking
She's
all
like,
the frustration
I'm
out.
pissed.
Bah, bah, bah. And the poor Fisher Sky's in there like, Sky.
That poor man.
Yeah, man,
He-
he got rocked.
Those fish are
Wow.
gonna have some bruises. They're gonna need an ice bath. Matt Galaxy with another 10 Australian dollars. Thank you, Matt. I love how we just call him Galaxy now instead of Galaxy.
He
because-
said it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all Dylan's fault.
Shout out Dill. Said, I don't agree, honestly. I think the final duel will be 1v2. Udius versus Yumu and Yuki.
I could see that.
I'll
That
put
could be cool.
100
That could be-
Australian dollars on it, winking tongue face.
Wow.
That we'll have to get
Yeah,
a
Dill
response
wants
from
to
Dylan on
take
that one.
I have to take that.
We might have to take your money.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I don't know if he's kidding.
I don't know if I'm kidding.
We got 4,000 Colombian pesos from Rex Kendricks.
Rex.
Said, Yuga knew Z1 in Go
Oh,
Rush.
Jesus.
I don't know who Z1 is.
It's 5Ds.
Can
I can't because Pete hasn't watched. I'm
Yeah,
not
he
touching it.
can't
Can you
go
explain it without spoilers?
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's an interesting thing.
Okay. We'll leave it at interesting.
It would be-
Well, go back. Dylan might be able to do it better than I would. I think I'd spoil it, so I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go back. Check Dylan.
We have to
Circle
go back to both of those for Dylan anyway.
Circle back. Circle back.
$5 from X Slayer. Thank you, X. Said, still can't believe that the next Rush Duel video is coming out this year, December 1st.
New
With
video
one
game,
of the
maybe?
3
Yeah.
promos
Oh, okay.
is F Heavy Storm.
Heavy Storm was a spell card that would destroy any other.
Yeah, it's also-
all the spell and trap cards in the field in the back zone.
It's weird too that they're releasing another game so soon.
It
after
is.
the
Why-
first one,
why are
'cause,
they
like the
doing
other
that?
game's basically just
Isn't
dead.
It's
at
not
that
doing
point.
well.
Well, it would just be dead because it hasn't got
Obviously,
any
yeah.
updates?
like
There's no reason to
DLC
update it,
support,
yeah.
and then everyone's just gonna flood.
And you
to
also have
this.
Master Duel too. So
Yeah.
I don't. That's a little interesting.
And Cross Duel's still out there.
Yes, it
Still
is,
coming
yeah.
out.
Master Duel's a little bit different though. That's because like sort of like a hey, like I could just download this and play. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh
True.
straight up.
And Master Duel is free to play right now,
Master-
correct?
Yeah.
I
Pretty
think
sure
it
it's free to
always
play.
is.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Master Duel free to play.
Yeah, and like you can spend money on it, but you really don't have to.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
If I understand that correctly.
$5 more from Gravity Hero.
Yeah, another one.
Thank
Nice.
you, Gravity
Nice,
Hero.
Gravity.
Shout out to the GOAT, George Jersey.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Also,
talking about,
until
baby.
I'm proven wrong, I'm going to continue believing that Yumu and Yuki are the Luke and Tiger variants.
That's an interesting one.
That is an interesting one.
Yuhi,
I don't.
Yumu and Yuhi are the Luke and Tiger variant.
Yeah.
I don't think in that.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree
But
either. But I like the
fascinating.
thought.
It's interesting.
It just.
I think Yuki has Luke's like goofiness.
Yes, but he needs to be
Yeah.
able to duel. Unless it's something where he gets his Earth Damar back and then he
And then
becomes,
he becomes
the
a
Luke
duelist.
style. Then I maybe, but otherwise
also
no.
you-
But the Yumu
It's not
Tiger
violent.
comparison is tough because
No.
while both were like did play the older sister in charge
But
type of role,
Yumu is
Yumu is
not.
not as hot headed.
Brawn
She's also more devious.
Yes.
More
Yeah.
cunning. if you
Yeah,
will.
Go-
Tiger
go-
was more I will beat you
yeah.
up.
Goha Yuna has Tiger's aggression.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, some
Like
of
the
that.
way that she was yelling reminded me
And
of Tiger.
stomping.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Jeez.
I can't believe she swung that bag around like
Yeah.
that. That was embarrassing.
Bro,
Angie
imagine.
before said that Fisher Sky got Darla from Finding Nemo when she like shakes
Oh my
the
God.
bag.
Yes, actually.
Fishy, wake up!
The fishy's
Go
dead,
on, you
bro.
got that bag though.
She got that
Yeah.
bag.
She got the bag.
Got the bag.
She got paid.
Yep.
She got paid.
We got $2 more from Silver Napper. Thank you, Silver. Hi, Pete and guys. How are
Hey.
you doing tonight?
What's up,
We'll
dude?
start with you, Pete. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm tired. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
Get some rest.
It's been a
bro.
long stretch, but
The week's almost over.
yeah, we got over the hump day. Got
Yeah.
2 more days to go.
Dude!
Weather it'll be a little hot in the next 2 days, but it's
It was
better.
nice and cool
I
today.
know.
It
It
felt
was
like a
nice.
fall
I
day.
know, it was
I know.
nice.
Yeah, it was
We're
nice.
almost there.
It was
We're
like
almost there. It's a nice
75 degrees.
fall weather.
Yeah.
Bro, the Mets are
I'm doing good,
Just
thank
making
you.
me stress.
I like this. We got a hashtag Free Fisher Sky thing going on.
Free
I
Fisher
like
Sky.
that. I
Free
like
Fisher
that
Sky.
hashtag
Yeah,
Free
that's-
Fisher Sky.
How are
Stress.
the
Like,
rest
man,
of you boys doing? Everybody doing
I'm
good?
doing good.
We're doing
Yeah,
good
that's
here?
Yeah.
Wow.
You doing?
He's asking. how
Yes.
we're
Hi,
doing.
Pete and guys. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, you know, living the dream.
Nicole, how are you doing?
Doing alright?
Nicole's doing all right.
Yeah!
Nicole's doing all right.
Oh yeah.
And Dylan's doing pretty good. Dylan, we have to rope you into a couple of donations
Because I
that you
couldn't
missed.
answer.
That's fine.
So one.
Okay.
Matt
Yeah.
Galaxy donated 10 more
all
Australian
right,
dollars.
thank you, Matt. I appreciate
And
you.
he said he doesn't agree with your final duel choice.
yeah, it's a different one.
And he's willing to put
Yeah.
some bucks on the line.
Okay, let's hear it.
He said, I think the final duel will be a 1v2.
Okay.
Udius versus Yuumu and
Yuhi,
Yuhi.
okay.
And he said, I'll put 100 Australian dollars on it.
Oh,
Take it.
Take them.
Take it, coward.
no,
Take
that's
the
a
bet.
crazy amount of money.
Take the bet.
How about 5 gift subs instead?
Okay.
5 gift subs. Matt, we'll wait to hear back from you
But,
on that.
but if it's neither of those, then we both.
Then you both gift each other 5 subs.
Split.
No,
you
because then
split.
Twitch gets $12.50. No,
He knows that
then nothing
exact-
happens.
wow,
then
geez,
nothing
250.
happens.
Then yeah, okay.
All right,
Then
and the
nothing
next one is
happens.
right after.
Okay, so then
So I accept that.
So
Man.
Dill, you can.
So the
answer.
next one,
I tried
I
to answer,
asked
but
Dredger to
I thought
explain
I'd
this to me
spoil it,
because he
so-
watched 5Ds,
did.
but he didn't want to spoil Pete. So he said,
That happens every week.
So Rex Kendrick said Yuga is the new Z1 in Go Rush.
Zone, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying not to. I don't want to like word. You know what I mean? How can I relate
Well,
it?
I guess he's thinking that he's a time traveler. That's the only
Okay.
thing. Someone
fair.
from a different dimension or the future, a timeline. So that's it. And maybe he
Yeah,
is. Maybe
possible.
maybe Yuga has that ability. Maybe he traveled in the past. We just don't know.
I wouldn't even. I was thinking I don't want to say that. I'm like, do I even say that? Like, I don't
Not
know.
paying attention. We're good.
It's
Yeah.
true. he's
Thank you, Rex.
All right,
Gosh.
we got $2 more from Gravity Hero.
Thank you, Grav.
Gravity Hero said, do you guys think that Goha Yuna is a Yuga variant?
No.
No, only because we just saw Yuga Man, and I think they're purposely trying to differentiate.
I think she's supposed to be a variant of potentially a Goha sibling
That's what I said
maybe
as well.
even a Yuo
or Mr.
I get
Goha.
you. I get.
or what? Go a Yuga.
I get you. I get Yuo out of it.
Yeah, I would
Kinda
say
little
Yuo
bratty,
too. A little bratty,
but,
like doesn't get his
mean,
way.
Insane.
Yeah, evil. I don't know.
Yeah, I see her more tied to the siblings than Yuga. Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
but thank you, Gravity Hero.
We got $10.59 Canadian from Pick Rick.
Thank you, Pick.
Pick Rick said Udius, more like Udi's nuts. Got him.
That's actually really good.
That's good.
That is
got
it.
that.
And said the Sevens Road reveal was surprisingly hype, which I did predict last stream. I never
Yeah.
thought I would be happy to see the return of my least favorite protagonist ace.
Wow.
It's my least favorite protag ace either. But
really?
Well, which one do you dislike more?
Oh crap.
But isn't it? Well, you think about that. Isn't it amazing the power of a protagonist ace, or just an old monster
Honestly,
in general?
Yeah.
I'd have to say playmakers.
Decode and firewall.
Okay, we'll see. Now you're changing it.
Well, I'm just saying.
You're changing it.
I don't know.
Which
What's
one
his
is it?
ace? I don't know.
Which one is it?
They never told us.
Well, one got banned.
Well,
One
so
got banned.
so
3 weeks into the show.
so
83 episodes.
83 episodes, but
So-
still.
It was
so
problematic.
because of that, I don't know.
I just got
No.
paid.
Wait, what are you looking up?
I was just making sure. the
Yeah,
game
they
was
got
over.
closer.
I was just
Yeah,
making
of
sure it
course
was
they did.
over.
Yeah,
It's not. It's the end of the 7th.
Yeah, it was
McCann
6-1.
threw a guy out at second
Oh,
inning.
good.
Oh,
Someone's-
Cooney
yeah.
franchise
Damn.
deal.
It would have been firewall if the ban didn't happen, but the ban did happen. I don't know.
That's fine. Yeah,
I don't-
Decode
I don't
Talker
know.
is all right.
I
But,
thought the Link Karibo was his ace.
That's fair. That's fair, actually.
Pick
Only
Rick, I
one.
agree with you.
It'd be close between those two.
Yeah, thank you, Pick, and I appreciate the UD's nuts joke.
That was
I do too.
We got $10 more from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Phil.
Philip Rosewood said, "It's nice that Yuna is a female villain who actually runs stuff. Hashtag Yu-Gi-Oh girls who actually run the group. With Yuna, Rovi, and Asaka, and even Ran, Gallop wouldn't even think about girls running anytime."
I like
Everybody's on the
I like
same
all the
page.
shots Philip Rosewood's taking a Gallop tonight. Honestly, he's not out of line.
Hey, who run the
I would-
world?
Girls.
I would go as far as say Gallup wouldn't even think about girls running stuff. They would just think about girls running.
From danger.
No,
I'm in danger.
Do with that what you want.
Yeah.
Well, even with sevens, right? You had Asana with the Machine Cavalry Club, but it seems like with Go Rush, they're even elevating girl characters to a position of leadership that you didn't even really see all that much in sevens.
Well, what
which is
about
super
Mimi,
cool.
bro?
Yeah, at the very end of the show, maybe.
Or
but-
like dangerous capabilities. I mean, I'm still
Yeah.
not over Asuka destroying her own building.
we can rebuild it. Yeah.
Like it was no.
That
problem.
was pretty bad.
There's
That
no
was pretty
problem.
bad. That was like.
I know,
bad.
we had a-
Roll down the street.
We had a full-on
Destroy
like
the
physical like fight between Asaka and Mitsuko. While the duel was going on in
Yeah.
Top of the Tower,
What's going on?
Yeah.
full-on fight.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. Definitely.
X
Thank you,
Slayer
Philip.
donated $10 more.
Thank you guys so much.
X
Thank you,
said,
X.
when the Yuga Man scene came, does the helmet look almost like Otis' mask? If you
Yes.
get a closer look. Also, Bud, get ready for tomorrow against DDD. And did you craft Totally Awesome for your Sue Ship deck?
Totally.
I have not yet. I'm
Totally.
gonna do that before the stream tomorrow. But yeah, we
TOAD. Toad.
Totally.
Totally. That's a spell.
it is totally awesome.
No, you're good. No, it doesn't. That's why I was saying.
What do you guys think? I mean, I thought at the end of Sevens, the helmet that Yuga had looked kind of like the Otis mask.
I mean, it did.
Yeah,
so,
it did.
So by X Slayer saying Yuga Man at the end of this episode looked like the Otis mask.
And then
on.
the Goha,
Also, come on.
the head of Goha looked like the president mask. Looked like it was the like ship steering wheel.
Right, the drone.
So
Isn't that a relevance? Bless you.
Bless you.
Isn't that? Couldn't that be some sort of reference to being close to Goha, and now Goha Yuna has the ace?
it could be.
It's weird.
Could be. It just might be.
Yeah, that's super cool. X Slayer, thank you so much.
$5 more from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Philip, dude.
Philip
Thank you.
said,
He's on fire, bro.
Dill, did
Yeah.
you get chapter 4? I sent it last night. You'll love it. There's a new character I introduced named Claire. She's interesting. Also, Guy is scheming. Get hyped.
Oh, well, I'm very hyped for that. I don't even know.
I think I would also be hyped if Dylan.
If Dylan
actually
ever
sent
sent it.
Yeah, it's a lost cause.
It's like the Fairly Odd Parents thing. This is where I would put my trophy.
If I had one.
If I had one.
Lost the happy.
Just send it to us with the next episode.
I will send it with the next episode. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Philip,
wait. I missed chapter 4?
Apparently, it came out. I haven't checked my DMs on Twitter.
Send me chapter 4?
I
Didn't even
haven't-
send
Me
us
and you
chapter
have been reading
3.
I will.
I don't know. He sent me. I got chapter 3. I read it.
What?
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm waiting for 4. You got 40 to tell
I
me?
want 1, 2, and 3.
Well, he said he sent it last night.
All right,
I'll
you
check.
got the fence there.
I'll check.
But how are you gonna leave me on
Oh
the
my
end of 3?
God.
I need 4.
I haven't even seen the message.
Oh, man.
I don't have Twitter notifications on.
This
Philip,
guy.
thank you. I will check and
This
I
guy.
will DM you tomorrow about it,
This
and I will send it to these
Fair,
guys.
fair.
Thank you.
We got
You were going to say clowns.
He was.
He
gonna
thought
say
about it.
clown.
He
was
changed his
gonna say
tone real
clowns.
quick.
Not
I can
gonna-
tell.
I was
I
not-
can
Yeah.
tell.
I won't
I
lie to
heard
you.
it.
If I wasn't sitting here, he would have said it.
I was not going to say clowns.
$2 more from Jason Bornell.
Thank you, Jason.
He said Go Rush has to be 20 to 30 years after Sevens.
20?
If
I
it's
think
a
it's
sequel.
longer.
If it's a sequel.
If it's a sequel, I think it's longer.
I also think it's longer, but
This can't be the
if,
same universe. Dude.
It can't be.
It can't be.
If it were the same universe, it would have to be probably at least 50 to 60 years.
sequel, just it doesn't make sense, right? Same universe
It doesn't
make
know.
sense.
No, it
Everything
really
I
doesn't
know
fit.
Or thought I knew.
It's gone.
blown out of the
It's out
water.
the window. Hey,
No idea.
I'm just along for the ride, boys.
We're
There's
lucky-
no
the
way
ride.
this is the
lucky
same
the
Earth,
timeline's
right?
a theory and not something you
It
actually
doesn't
want to be
feel,
right.
unless it went under some drastic.
Unless it
changes.
was like 100 years in the future and Yuga is like immortal. Because of
Oh,
what
yeah, but-
happened with Otis. That's the only way.
No, but then what about all the old people at UTS? They just have great skincare. How
No, they're
No,
different people.
They're
different people.
like the 5th generation of
They're
so
like,
like
yeah.
Nick, it's like Nick Yagi's old man Yagi is Nick
I don't
Yagi's
know.
great
It's
grandson.
too many coincidences.
It's the only way it would make sense.
Too many coincidences.
No, but like if
I
it
don't-
was
I don't believe it,
later
but-
in years, because they did, like we said, they all have different names from like the characters in 7's.
Yeah.
So they could be descendants. Like that would make sense, but I think it would have to be much further down the line.
I agree.
true.
I agree. Yeah, it's fascinating, Jason.
I actually like X-Layer's comment.
Okay.
I don't agree with it, but I love it.
Another $5 from X-Slayer.
Thank you,
Love
X.
it.
X-Slayer says, imagine Rovina uses Cyber Dragon as the ace, including a maximum as a cherry on top.
Bro.
Oh my god, copium.
Yeah.
Okay, he said it, so I didn't need
You
to.
didn't need to say it.
That would be. I might mark out harder than when the Seven's Road Magician
For
was
me?
summoned.
You think?
I probably would.
Wow.
If the Roman variant is going to use a Cyber Dragon maximum monster, I mean that would be
That's
insane.
bold.
That's
We know
bold.
Cyber Dragons are coming. They made a big deal to emphasize it. Could they be coming to the game? Absolutely. I could see Yugioh using it because it's a
Yeah,
legendary
makes
ace dragon.
Yes.
It would be amazing.
The Roman variant just uses a version of Yugioh's.
Oh god, don't know.
Do you think she'll be like musical? Do
I
you think
hope
she'll look like Roman? Clearly, she's probably on the next pack, and that's why we haven't gotten the pack art yet. And they have not revealed her design at all. They're keeping her design hidden.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie to you.
intentionally,
I don't even
yeah.
want to imagine. I just want to see it and be hit.
Pink
with
hair?
it.
You think it's pink hair?
No,
No.
I do not.
Blue
I
hair.
think it's.
I
think
actually agree with you. I think it's blue hair.
I think it's gonna be
like blue
short
hair.
blue hair.
Yeah.
I actually
Blue
disagree.
hair.
I think it's long blue hair.
Nope.
As weird as that sounds.
Shaved head.
No,
Blue
Not-
shaved head.
No.
You're not. Now you're just losing.
no,
That's just
Mohawk. Okay,
Thank you, X.
we got $5 from Francis Lapointe.
Thank you, 10.
And would you like to read the donation
all
for
chime
this
in.
one?
We should
I
all
think
chime
you will know.
I
it
will.
already.
Everyone watch Gundam
Gundam
Iron-Blooded
Blooded
Orphans
Orphans
for
for
Best
Best
Gundam
Gundam
Ever.
Ever.
Gundam
Gundam
Barbados and Love Best Girl
Atra.
Atra. A Matthew Kennedy classic, Neo's
Yeah.
Gundam when
Yeah.
Brains.
I'm happy he came back that like a month or two ago. It was
Yeah.
fun to see
It
him
was
just
very
reappear.
Oh,
It's always
Neos.
great to see him pop in. 10th, we love you. Thank you for the super chat, my man.
Yes.
Long live.
It really is a great show, though.
Yeah. We got $5.60 Canadian from Pick Rick.
Oh, pick. Thank you, man.
Said, I like the addition of equip spells. I don't see continuous traps or spells being added, though possibly quick play spells. But please no hand traps.
I
Yeah.
agree with no continuous trap spell because there's shorter turns. The most you're gonna get it was 2-3 turns still. And maybe,
Well, yeah, the
you know,
duels are
maybe-
much
yeah.
So there's no
quicker.
the continuous trap wouldn't have a big effect as it used to. Like when you're playing these 8-9 turn duels, a continuous trap could be like damaging. Like, but I just don't see it being as effective. But the rest I'll let Dill.
Yeah, I think
do you
equip spells. So we have gotten a bunch of equip spells that were revealed. Only one is direct for Seven's Road Magician, and that's probably the best one we've gotten. The other ones are pretty generic and a little lackluster. I think the really good equip spells we're going to get are going to be those monster-specific ones, because they can be a little more overpowered than I think the generic ones. So as long as they roll it out in a balanced way, then I think I'm game for it. I don't know if I would ever want to see quick play spells. I think I'm comfortable with where the game is now. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it'll be really, really interesting to kind of see where they go from here. Clearly, they're gonna do some more new mechanics. You would imagine as the show progresses.
Yes.
Yep.
And we got that with equip spells. We'll see what's next. Yeah, really cool.
Yep. Oh my god, my thing just went off.
Are you good, bro?
No, just
Are you good?
just sent me to the.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the
super.
super chats and donations tonight. Obviously, a lot of exciting stuff.
We got a new member to the channel at Obelisk Blue.
Oh shit!
Francis Lapointe.
Oh, thank you, Ten.
Our friend Tenth
Obelisk
Emperor.
Blue. It's a round of applause.
Should be the mid tier rank.
Yes, Obelisk Blue is
No.
the top tier.
I know it is, but that's because Kaiba's wrong.
Oh,
so what's
because
top?
Kaiba's a narcissist, yeah.
Kaiba is a narcissist.
What's top?
Raw.
Raw, and you know it. Don't argue it. You know it.
I
Don't.
don't
You
know.
really want to argue this right now?
I don't know. I think Obelisk. I don't know.
Really?
instead
Gotta
of
If I could give you one of these cards right now, which would you take for a duel?
One
You
of the Funkos? I would-
No.
Oh, what did you say?
Raw or Obelisk get a duel? Who do you want?
I'll
He's trying so hard to find a way.
I
He can't. No, he'd lose. He'd lose.
think I'll take Obelisk.
You
yeah.
lose. Congrats on your loss.
I think I beat you.
Well, you beat me for other reasons, not because of that.
Unrelated.
Not because you had a legend card, but you know.
In addition to his membership, Francis also donated another $5.
He's on fire.
And he
tonight.
said, Dylan,
Thank you, Tenth.
we need to give you an intervention.
Thank you.
The wall is getting too big. /J laughing emoji.
Oh, he's joking.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The wall is comfortable. It hasn't really grown all that much.
Well, the wall actually hasn't changed at all. It's just the stuff in
The
front
wall
of
is
it, right?
taller than us.
I've also rearranged. So like we have Nightmare Before Christmas here, DC.
He put more
Yu-Gi-Oh.
lower so it wouldn't look as high.
No.
Yep.
10. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, dude.
Yep. We got $5 from Electric Kevin.
Thank you, Kev.
Kev said, so if that's how Yugioh got his galaxy monsters from this Yugioh-like character,
Yep.
I wonder how Yugioh got his galaxy-type
Oh,
monsters.
shit.
Thinking emoji.
Actually, a great point. Right, we don't really know where Galaxy Monsters came from.
Yeah.
Right, Galaxy
different
Galaxy
Galaxy
Monsters were delivered to Yugioh by this Yuga character. So that's a great point that I didn't even think about. Where the hell did Yugioh get Galaxy
Yugioh could have been the
cards?
first choice, and then he realized he was a mistake.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the dual disc.
Yeah, but he has the cards.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe they started printing Galaxy. No, but then other people would have them. That's a great point. Anyone got any theories on that?
Maybe he stole them from Yugioh.
Well, then I think Yugioh would have.
Would he have known? He didn't know it was in his deck, probably. He never even rush dueled. He thought the packs were rush dueled.
Yeah, no,
cards.
you're right. It's a good
He's a
point.
little
He
dumb.
could have taken a few of the
dumb.
packs, and Yugioh didn't know.
No, that's a good point. I never actually thought about that, Kevin. That's a
But
great
that is a
point,
really good
and
question.
That's definitely right now an unanswered question.
Yeah.
So really
Top
cool.
10 unanswered question.
100%. It is.
The Flail IPS with $5
Thank you, Flail.
said, "Hey guys, including my B-Day twin Nick Ting."
Nick Ting.
What's up?
Said, "What the hell can I say about this episode? Yuga confirmed?
I mean, you've heard us ramble on about it.
We're hoping."
Maybe.
Yeah.
Flail IPS, happy you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for the super chat, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Yuga.
We got 10 more Australian dollars from Matt Galaxy.
Matt Galaxy, man, you're the
Going
the
off.
boss.
And
Thank
Matt
you.
Galaxy said, "My response to Pete last week about Dill's pop collection. Okay, that's a valid point. All of mine are shows close to me. Puppy dog eyes."
What was your comment?
It was just the point that you have a whole bunch of random Funkos that you don't even watch the shows.
See, but that's an unfair.
The
it's not-
Mandalorian.
It is. The Mandalorian's the only one, and I have two Mandalorian Funko Pops.
And they
Out of-
wait, all right. Are they too small? Normal size Funko Pop?
One's a jumbo, one's a deluxe. So no.
Okay, thank you.
How many Funkos do I have?
119.
So two
No,
of them.
119.
Only two of them are from a show I don't watch. So that's crazy. I have Mets ones. I have Seinfeld, which is one of my favorite comedy shows.
that you just started watching this year.
I'm on to season 6. I have My Hero Academia, Fire Force, which I've watched. A lot of WWE ones. Big WWE fan. Every Yu-Gi-Oh one. Sly Cooper.
Dylan,
Sonic.
what are these ones in the bottom?
So the
here?
ones that are faded like that, I got in a bulk.
Do you watch those shows though?
No, but that's
that
different.
shouldn't count.
They were
'cause I
gifted
didn't-
to him.
They were gifted to me. I
He didn't
shouldn't-
purchase them.
Did you pay for them?
No, I really paid for the Yu-Gi-Oh ones that are on the bottom, and those were thrown in. Because I got like 20 of them for like $70 or $60. Yeah, my friend was just trying to get rid of them.
Gotcha.
So those faded ones, they're also faded, so they're
Faded.
not worth anything.
Faded.
But those faded ones shouldn't count because they were mainly gifted.
Okay.
I think that's valid.
So it's 2.
We got.
Something.
And I'll watch The Mandalorian with Pedro Pasquale, and then we're good to go.
He loves saying.
Did you finish Hawkeye yet?
No.
Okay.
I didn't finish on it.
Pick
finished
Rick
Loki,
donated
Oh, okay.
$20.61 Canadian dollars.
Thank you, Pick. Appreciate
And
you.
Pick said, "Imagine that the Odos are Gohas and vice versa, which would make sense because at this present, Goha invented rush duels. Yuhi and Yum, you don't know anything about Seven's Road or the dual disc, and the card is in Yuna's possession."
I mean, it would be interesting. So that theory is that
it's
the
possible.
Gohas are the Odos, and the Odos are the Gohas.
Which kind of sounds cool.
It does sound cool. I don't know if I buy it.
I don't buy it yet.
But it's a fascinating theory.
I would probably sell it for now.
Yeah, I kind of like it, and I guess that's off the basis that Goha created Rush Duels in this universe.
Right.
So maybe they're the Odos of this universe because they created Rush Duels. But who created Rush Duels? Was it the company? Was it a bunch of old men at a table that created Rush Duels, or was
We
it?
don't even
a
really
Goha
know
employee?
anything about the Goha company yet.
No, and the fact that we didn't get any information on the origin of Rush Duels
There's more to come.
was also pretty interesting, considering we went up against the only heir to Goha in this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. Definitely going to learn a lot more pick. Thank you for the very large super chat. I appreciate it.
I have 6 more right now. I don't know if you want to stop or keep going or...
You guys want to quickly do the summaries and,
why not?
and the
Let's do
titles?
it, let's
Okay.
do it.
Sure.
So, spoilers coming. We'll quickly do the...
Spoilers! Sorry for headphone wearers if you have it on full
You still
blast.
can't beat me the other day. It's not even close.
Well, I didn't want to do that.
Sure? It's a challenge.
Do you want me to yell?
I mean,
Guys,
I don't think
guys,
parents want
boys,
I don't
boys,
raise my voice,
boys.
That's... yikes.
Just get these up. That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh my god. Sometimes I read stuff.
Okay. Does anyone want to read 21?
That'd be cool.
21, 1, 1, 21,
Let
1,
Nick T
21,
read it.
1, 1,
Let's see, you got it?
Yeah, let me read it.
Oh my god, you gotta make it a little bigger.
Hey, if you can make it any
Oh my
smaller. Why did you
God.
move the camera? Okay, yeah, that's perfect. So we're starting with 21.
Yeah.
Intruders breaking rules.
Nice.
Yuhi and company return to the surface to do some sleuthing about Goha Yuna. However, even though they're about to start their investigation, Udius is nowhere to be found. As they investigate the Goha company, a fragment of Fisher Sky, Naval Number 81, informs them that Udius is in danger.
Oh damn.
Is this the same summary as we've had?
Yep, there's nothing new here. So we're not there's no new thoughts. We just have the data from 20 to maybe change our thoughts on this.
Yes.
Interesting that they get separated, right? Because they're in dire...
In the picture, it looks like
But
a
anyway,
lot of
they
scenes
are
are
all
together.
being crushed by the force of gravity.
I think that Ron is going to step up here, and I think she will permit the humans to leave, and Manabu
But
can take
Udius
the
has to
humans.
stay.
But Udius has to stay because that's where he belongs. I think that's
where he
what she's-
belongs. She maybe wants to get him captured.
Yeah.
We theorize,
and that's
I don't know.
going to happen.
I don't know.
Good.
Well, we'll read the 22 summary. Dredge, you want to read 22?
I will read 22, yes.
So 21, no duel, it seems. And I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. We need an
I feel
episode
like I
to
should
kind
finish it. No,
of...
no,
Yeah,
Kind of digest.
I need a moment.
Yeah, 22, we're getting right back into the dueling action with Roman variant and a potential... And a definite 2-on-1, our first non-1v1 rush duel ever,
Oh my God.
and the 22 summary. Dredge, it's all you, my man.
The Queen of Badloon Castle. Yuhi and Yumu enter Badloon Castle to rescue Udius, who has been captured. In order to do that, they face off against Kirishima Rovian, the leader of the Rovian bandits, in a 2v1 duel. The Odo twins put up a good fight, but now they must fight the Queen of Badloon Castle at her full strength.
Terrifying.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I got a little chills there.
Yeah,
The fact that it needs to be I'm just thinking, first of all, most duels are almost, if all are 1v1, right? Fair, 1v1. This seems like, first of all, it's trying to make you seem like 2v1 might not even be enough to beat her.
Not
And
at
that's
full
what I feel
strength.
like.
also,
At her full strength.
what does she do to get to her full strength? Does she maximum? Does she fusion? Does
just
she
gets
use
hungry.
into a
Fusion maximum.
She just gets hungry.
She fuses her. Oh my god.
She fuses her maximum? No.
Oh my god. Not
Pete, what are your
possible.
thoughts on these summaries? Anything that really has changed too much?
No, I mean, we've looked at them before.
Yeah.
With the poll you have running, the reason why I'm at the moment leaning to the twins is because I just can't foresee back-to-back duels where all three of our protagonists, because this is a 2v1 duel, lose.
Yeah.
I just can't see that. And I understand the argument I see here in the chat of like, well, how could the underling win? But like, Rovian is supposed to be, she's the queen, right? How can she lose?
Because it's a game.
Yeah, because maybe like she's just a puppet. Maybe
sure.
Goha Yuna is the one with the actual power. She's the one
True.
with the actual vendetta.
Yeah.
I just don't see us taking. I mean, when has that ever happened in Yugioh history where
Where
back
good
to back
guys lose?
protagonists or main characters or the main character and the best friend lost in back to back duels?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
when has that
rare.
ever happened?
Very
ever?
rare.
And
to
add to that, with now the context of 20, our team has already lost everything. They've lost all of their
dual power.
dual
And
power.
they've lost Udius.
And they've
And
lost
Udius
Udius.
can't even duel. He has no duel.
How do they even get to Rovian with no dual power?
I
And
have no-
right?
we're
That's
we're
kind
gonna
of...
find that out.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't
This-
it?
That's definitely
So
weird.
it actually tells me that 21's gonna have a lot happen.
I think it will.
It has to.
I think it will. They got to leave this
Maybe
area.
maybe the Jersey boys donate their.
But they didn't have
dual
enough.
power.
They said they didn't have enough either.
Well, the Jersey boys are going to play a huge
No,
role.
no,
here.
but they don't need
I mean,
to
they
have
must,
enough.
right?
They just
Because
need to
they're-
have
they're
some.
Jersey.
Because if you lose all of it, you get crushed.
Greatest state
by
in the
the
world,
Jersey.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'll be
But yeah,
interesting.
I don't really have too many extra thoughts. I feel like on those. I feel like we've spoken about them like 3 weeks in a row. At this point.
My pick is very much up in the air for this. I really want to see the summaries for 23-24.
We don't have to make the pick this week.
No, next week.
But I'm kind of 50-50 on it, leaning twins. I think
I'm a leaner
It'd be
as well.
crazy to have all
well, the way you
of
do it, we also don't know. Are Yuhi and Yumu going to be sharing life points? Are they going to have individual life point counters where Rovian needs to beat both of them? Maybe Rovian starts with 8,000. They both start with 4,000.
And then
we've
Yuhi
seen
just
Yugioh.
gets destroyed.
I can see Yuhi losing and Yumu pulling it out. It would be cool if it's the reverse.
I think it's the reverse.
It would be cool if it's the reverse because Yuhi would have a moment that he needs more than Yumu.
If the twins win, I think Yuhi pulls it off.
Yep,
that's my theory. If the twins win, Yui's gonna pull it off.
Yep, he would.
That's his redemption.
When they do their sleuthing, somebody gives him back the Earth tomorrow, and he just becomes like
Too far.
Super
a
sick.
beast.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
He gains like 6 inches in height. He just walks
like-
in. He's like
jacked.
he's like
he's not
I'm
cool as
Yugi.
Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna look like what's the dog's name?
Bochi.
He's gonna look like Bochi.
He walks in. He's like I've got this Yumu. Don't worry about it. It's like
And he gets rocked.
And then gets raw.
no, he's gonna win.
Win. He becomes
Chad.
Chad.
Yes, he becomes Chad.
Chat's pretty split. 54% Yuhi Yumu wins.
Wow.
37% Rovian. 8% draw no.
I
results.
could see a draw no result.
I don't know, but it won't be an arc finale. It will be 23.
We also
22?
just don't know how the 2v1 is going to work with Rush, so that's something we need to.
that's
There's a lot of variables.
I'm
that's cool.
so excited. The 2v1 is what I've been waiting for.
I know.
I'm so excited.
I'm very
I'm
excited.
excited to
for
see how
that.
they execute this.
I am
gonna be
too. I'm
interesting.
excited for the next. I think Go Rush is in a really cool place right now. I'm really
Yeah, I've
excited.
been saying for a long time I want to see twins duel. And
Me too.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
You've been the one saying it.
Yeah, I've been the only one saying it.
That's true too.
We got a few more super chats here.
yes. We got $2 more from Philip Rosewood
Thank you, Philip.
and another $2. Actually, I'm just gonna read them back to back. Thank you,
Perfect.
Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
He said, "Pete Kalnick T, I'll send the 3 chapters to your Twitter."
Yeah, just send it to
Then
them.
he said,
him on
"Add me on
Twitter."
Twitter,
But
guys, so I can
added
send
him
them."
and he didn't answer me. I said, "Yo, what was your ad again?" And he never answered.
Oh, Philip, if you could drop what your Twitter is either in the chat right now, or we could bombard Dylan for it and then.
Oh yeah,
follow
we
you
can
there.
literally get.
Actually, you know what? Don't write it in the chat. We'll bombard Dylan.
Yeah, we'll just do that right now.
Better idea.
I'll just grab it real quick.
Yeah, send it. Yeah.
Well,
Is that a charging case?
Does that say
That he never
700 unread? I'm kidding.
I would not be surprised if you were.
Honestly, wait, guys, no one saw it, right? Over, under 30. Unread,
Oh
unread.
wait.
Over.
Oh wait. Over.
Is it way over?
dude.
No, it's
he's
way over. I'll
under.
make a new number.
He's under.
No,
I think it might be under.
He's under.
Oh, he's got the
that's
app. He got the app.
Okay.
So back to my question. Over, under.
Text messages?
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
I was right under. I called that, baby.
Oh, I thought you were talking about DMs.
No,
Oh,
I don't
text.
know how to calculate that.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know
more
how
than
to
30.
calculate
I would
It's way more than 30.
calculate
Oh,
that.
No, the fact that
my
yeah,
God.
okay, it's over 30.
Oh,
You said
no.
I don't even know how to calculate.
I probably
that.
have unopened ones from like 2018.
You
You're a
proud
sick,
of that?
sick man.
They're probably
I'm
from
proud
me.
of it. It's just this fact.
You're
You
a
proud
sick
of
man.
that?
These are just simple facts. Anyway, we'll jump back in here.
All right.
Syn Cloud donated
Syn Cloud.
$5 Canadian. Said, "Been a while. Hope you were still gonna send those reaction videos, Dill."
Absolutely.
Smiley face.
Absolutely.
Have the guys seen any episodes that I've worked on?
No, Dredger and I were gonna react to one of them because Dredger's
Yes.
actually seen Duel Monsters.
Yes.
The issue with anything
What
else
am I,
is
chopped liver?
nobody. Well, Have
Yes.
you seen all of Duel Monsters?
I've seen enough of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't showing you or Pete because I didn't think you wanted to be spoiled. I know Pete doesn't want to be spoiled
Yeah.
on it. I didn't
For
think
Duel
you...
Monsters, I mean, I've seen all through quite a bit of it.
I want to be cut out of all future videos.
Well, it's not a video. Well, it is. It's a private video.
Yeah.
But okay. Okay. So.
I would watch it.
Okay. Well, okay. We have more of an entourage than I thought. Me and Dredger were arranging to do
We
it.
were.
The reason that I haven't done any in a while is because I was in California for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I will definitely still get them out to you, and yeah, definitely expect a couple more this month, Syn. But it's good to hear from you, and thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Syn. We got $10.62 Canadian
Yes,
more
yes.
from Pick
It's
Rick.
getting like
Thank you, Pick.
Pick said, "If the Gohas are Odos, the connection with the Kirishimas makes more sense. Also, if this is a sequel, I like the idea of the salt not getting Seven's Road being passed down the Kirishima line."
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's interesting, but I think you get into very dangerous territory when like you switch up the like meaning of last names like that.
Yeah.
I just feel it gets like really confusing, and it can get convoluted very quickly. Where like, oh, okay, Goha means Odo in this universe.
Right.
But and Kirishima means that, you know.
I think it's only convoluted if you have to look at it like that. Like, we don't have to do the translating because we're just like, oh, in this universe, this is just how things are.
Right, but it also implies that Yuga is like his daughter or his family lineage would be Goha because Goha is Odo.
Sure, but if you just keep that in mind without having to like figure it all out.
Is that what you think they're going for?
No, but I'm just saying, like, just to oppose that idea where it's like there's no keeping track of it is not like a thing you really have to be. It doesn't require processing power.
Well, I think it might.
If you want, I guess.
Well, no, because then all of a sudden, Goha Yuna is Yuga's daughter.
Okay. And then what?
Great granddaughter.
Yeah, I guess it's like.
We got $10 from X-Slayer. X-Slayer, thank you. He says, to be honest, Rush Duel is fine right now.
Thank you, Pick.
But if they were to get a new mechanic, it better not be broken, but balanced rather than F Master Duel each time they get a new mechanic. Synchro era.
I'll go back to Synchro.
Yeah, that's always the risk, though, of introducing a new mechanic, isn't it? Like, Rush Duel is still in its baby phases, but if they introduce another mechanic, is it going to be broken? It might be. I think they've done a pretty decent job of balancing the game so far.
Yeah.
But, you know, does another mechanic sway that balance? Yeah. I don't know.
Is it just going to become another Master Duel where it's like, oh, the game started off really simple, and now we're like...
Yeah, now we're so far gone. I think that was a reason they got away from Master Duel anime, because they're like, we don't want to keep making mechanics.
You got to read a book this big to understand the game.
Exactly. It's like, how are you going to get new users into the game when learning the game now is so difficult?
Well, it's fascinating. Winter 2019. Jump Festival will be very interesting this year for this reason only. Winter 2019 was the last time that they changed the Master Duel board. When Vrains ended, they went back to they went to a new Master rule where you didn't need to link summon to like get special to like summon extra deck monsters off the links.
Right.
Every 3 years they have added a new mechanic or changed the board. 2022 is the 3 years, but there's no anime now. So are they going to do it, or are they just going to let it be?
I don't know.
It's going to be a very interesting winter for Master Duel for that reason. But X-Slayer, yeah, great point. You got to add something if you are going to that is fair and balanced, and that can sometimes be tricky. And we've seen it like with synchros where, or even pendulums, right? Pepe broke the game for a while. So like we've seen it with pendulums as well. Links with the extra links and Gokis and Firewall Dragon.
Synchro was shooting Quasar. Someone said that in chat. I didn't do that. The Wombo combo, he called it.
For a second, he thought you were God.
That was a lot later on. I mean... All right, next super chat.
We got $5 from Gravity Hero. Said, imagine if Rovian uses a variant of Ro as Royal Demons, just like how London uses a variant of Roman's cards. Also, London is shady.
Yeah, that would actually be super cool. And London is super shady.
He's so shady.
I mean, Yuhi's got to smack London. And the reason I think Yuhi is...
Yuhi?
Yeah, because remember, they were supposed to duel and then London backed out of it when they were on the TV set. Yuhi wanted to duel and he ended up dueling... I can't even remember who.
Chibata?
Manabu, no? No, Manabu dueled the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, hold on. Don't you laughed.
I like
it
that
was
duel.
good.
That
was a good episode.
No, but our initial thing to that was like, oh boy.
Yeah, like, here we go again. No, I like that duel.
It wasn't like a dove rap.
No, fuck yeah. No. Gravity Hero, thank you. I'm very interested to learn about Rovian's cards and her deck. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see.
We got $5 Australian from Matt Galaxy.
Thank you, Matt.
And Matt said, could Go Rush be a simulation? Thinking emoji.
That's the one I laughed at before. I literally laughed at it before.
I mean, I don't know.
You want to know You want to know a theory that I plan on making one day in like a year or so?
Boy.
In a year.
I believe
these are Yugi's dreams. Every single series.
Nope. I believe that Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains was a simulation played out through I's programming. And that's why the final shot is I waking up, and it's just him waking up from another simulation.
Here's the thing with that one specifically, is there's no way to disprove it because he literally simulated other possibilities.
Exactly.
I hate you for that.
I think that's
You're
what
an
we
evil
have.
human being.
I think that's what we have.
That's evil. That is evil.
Sick and
There's
twisted.
no way to disprove it.
Not
Yeah,
even a little.
there's no way to. It's like the Pokemon coma theory.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Oh.
That's the new hello.
I can
everyone.
hear it now. Did you
Yeah,
know?
I'll be making that video.
That the
one day.
entirety of brains is just a simulation? Let me explain.
Wow, he
What?
does it. He does
That's
the job better than I do, honestly.
Would you like a job, sir?
Yeah. Oh, we don't get paid here as it is.
Yeah, true.
Ooh, shit.
We got $5 more from Philip Rosewood.
Thank you, Philip.
Philip said, Rovian's about to go crazy. I'm so excited to see her show up. And the best part is, unlike Gallop, Bridge actually keeps its characters, even after a loss.
That's true.
Yeah.
Gallop, there's so many one-off characters
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
like, you see them, they lose, and they're gone.
Yeah.
So, Go Rush, as we've already seen with
No.
Ron and with so many other characters, same with Bridge, she'll still be around regardless of the result. But
Squeeze it in.
I think the duel's a little unpredictable because of that 2-on-1 format, so we're going to talk more about that next week, of course, but really exciting.
Also, justice for Haru. Just wanna
Justice
say
for
that.
Hashtag justice for Haru, yeah.
Sure.
Hashtag justice for Haru.
Oh.
Hashtag free Fisher Scale.
I don't know about justice for.
We got
I don't know.
$5 from Ice Aiden.
Thank you, Ice Aiden.
Ice Aiden. Said, I knew as I saw Seven's Road Magician, I knew it was all over for Udius.
Yep.
This was a good episode. It
Here.
still shows girls that are
going
not a
to steal.
pushover.
We need that shirt.
What do we need?
The Gaslight Girl Boss. And then we need,
Gaslight Gatekeep Girl
We
Boss.
need that shirt.
Yeah,
That'd
with
be
all
good,
the
yeah.
girls of Sevens and
That's
Go
actually a
Rush
good
on it.
idea.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah. But guys, I mean, just an insane episode. Really,
Yeah.
really an insane episode. And if we didn't start as late as we did, we might we could probably make this a 4-hour show
I
if
don't
we wanted
think
to.
we have any other links either. I don't know if you want to just double check.
But we have, you know, our wonderful friend Nicole here, so we don't want
Woo!
to go into the
Yeah.
late. Yeah!
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 Our Naruto expert.
We don't want. That's right. We don't want to go into the
That's
late
good
hours
play.
of the night, but
Maddie, good play.
you
Oh,
guys,
you're not. You saw it.
you guys are
Got it up.
amazing, and I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you.
We got another donation.
Okay, thank you.
10 more Australian dollars from Macalaxy.
Macalaxy, man, dude, you're a legend. Thank
Matt
you.
said-
You must be hyped about the show. Jeez.
Interesting point of Master Duel is that now that we have the digital platform, so whatever happens, how will it affect the DCG, the digital card game?
Well, the question is, do you think they're going to implement a new mechanic? Would they implement a new mechanic or a massive board change without an anime to promote that mechanic? Because we've seen them get away from the Master Duel anime, obviously, in the last, 3 years.
yeah.
But we haven't seen, because they changed the board. That was a minor change.
Yeah.
Will they add a new mechanic without the anime to support it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Or will they announce a Master Duel anime to run alongside
Actually, I
a
don't
Rush Duel
know.
anime? That won't happen.
That's
That won't
not
happen.
gonna happen.
I don't know.
I actually am not so sold on the fact that they won't add a new mechanic
To the
without an
game?
anime.
I just think
Because,
it's
again,
really tough.
It would be tough, but there are
That's what
tons
we're
of
watching
people.
for in Jump Festa.
Yeah, there's
It's hard to promote a new mechanic for a game without the show.
It's the other way around. It's the show is just to promote the game but now we've so many people playing already. There's people that even while Go Rush and Rush Duels are happening, there's still hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of players of the TCG
if
Master Duels
If
still
every
play that will still adopt those
if
mechanics.
every Yu-Gi-Oh card game player watched the Yu-Gi-Oh anime,
No, the
it'd
most
be on the
watched-
level of Dragon
Well, yes,
Ball
exactly.
and Naruto
Yeah,
and One Piece.
to my point.
And it's not, because 90% of them don't.
Exactly.
True.
So you don't need it.
You don't
it does
need-
promote it and
You
sell
don't need it, but I also feel like if you were going to introduce a new mechanic with the show, it would get people that maybe aren't watching to watch to kind of see it in action.
Sure. No, definitely.
And I think
It's
I don't
easier to
disagree
promote
with
it
that.
with
It's
a
easier
show.
to
Yeah.
promote, but I think with that logic of
But they don't
90%, they don't need it.
okay, they don't
Because
need it, but
we're already away from it in an anime that they're still selling cards for the TCG, Master
Yeah.
Duel TCG, despite a show.
I
not
just think
supporting
it's
it.
more beneficial to the franchise as
Oh,
a whole.
sure.
Like I think they would do that, you know.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, well, Jump Festa will be live. We'll be keeping an eye on it. Thank you guys all so much for the insane support, all the super chats and donations tonight.
Yeah.
You guys were insane. A huge thank you to Macalaxy, to Maddie, to X-Slayer. Thank you guys so much. You breathe so much life into this channel, into this production. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Calibro, Nick T, Dredge, Pete, These guys are all incredible, and this podcast would not be possible if it was not for all of them taking so much time out of their busy, awesome lives to come here on Wednesday nights and help me with this. And I'm so thankful for all of them. We're going to go around the table. They're working on some stuff. They're not working on some stuff, but they're going to promote themselves. And
Is that a direct
all
shot?
of
Are
their
you
stuff
kidding me?
is linked in the description in case you want to follow them and check them out. And I implore that you do, because they spend so much time in their week helping me out with this channel and this production specifically. And that's the least you can do. Love you guys. Calibro, we'll go around.
Did you take a shot at me?
No.
Okay.
Take a shot.
So
See, Nikki's got my back.
occasionally I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/calbreezy. That's CalBreeZzy. That's linked down below. Really? As I'm trying to speak, bro?
I misclicked it, sorry.
Yeah, you tried to hit it again.
I misclicked. Hit it.
Anyway, I like to stream a bunch of different games on there, whether it's Fall Guys, whether it's Valorant, Fortnite, Call of Duty.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Only during his.
It's
Follow
always
him.
during mine.
Follow
Also,
him.
before I finish this,
Oh, she came in?
I've read this right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bray, how you doing?
But I'm trying to get back into it. Work's starting to slow down a little bit, so I should be able to get more nights in. And volleyball ends this week,
my
so
God.
Thursday nights will be back in play. Also, while I'm here, Matt Galaxy donated another $5 Australian, and Matt said, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, the anime, can see it being a similar format to OCG structures? Question mark?
That would be super cool. I mean, maybe they'll do a manga with it. Listen, I mean, if they, like, I guess the best dream scenario is they announce, hey, Ufota or one of those crazy studios, Mappa, is doing a Master Duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Right, like to run alongside Rush Duel anime. I mean, that would never happen.
That'd be sick.
But it would be insane if there were two anime running alongside each other. And the content that I'd have for this channel, I mean, we'd be in we'd have a lot of content to do, which would be so cool. But it won't happen. It would be super cool if it does map. But
He didn't delete it.
maybe we'll get something like that. Yeah, maybe we'll get something
Do
like
you
that.
think that it would be possible? I saw Ivri's comment and it made me
That
laugh.
was good. Oh man.
Do you think it would be possible that they would do a show, maybe
That's
not
actually
this
great.
show, but the last show in the trilogy, right? We'll say that Bridge has a trilogy of shows.
Yeah.
That they do kind of what Vrains did, where they had both types of duels in the show, like the Speed Duel and the Master Duel.
I don't think so.
Because I was gonna say,
I don't, because I think they're too separate of games.
and I think the issue,
as cool as it would be, I just can't see
well,
it.
the issue that Vrains ran into was they just ended up like not speed dueling anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
But at
halfway
least-
through the
at
Once
least-
they
show.
realized it sucked.
At least with Speed Duel, it was the same card pool, right?
Yes.
Rush Duel and Master Duel. I just think they're two separate games that incorporating both of them in an anime, while it would be cool, and I'm definitely on board with it, I think it's just a little too difficult and convoluted.
I agree. The only thing I was thinking of, maybe there's like one specific villain or arc where it's like they go to duel and the other guy like is just like, no, like it's messed, like this is the way we do it here on like maybe a different planet or something like that.
Well,
and they
even-
have to learn in that arc how to do it. Boom, it's gone back
Yeah.
to the other duel or whatever.
Even the Goha duels that we got in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, the rigged Goha duels, those were not Master Duels. I know a lot of people that enjoyed Master Duels got very offended
different.
by that, but it's not Master Duel. It's completely different. It was just tribute summons and like special stuff. Like there's no
The difference is the card
that
pool-
Synchros XZs or anything like that existed.
The card pool of Goha duels, you can assume were the same.
Right.
So it's a different game.
Right. Yeah, I completely agree. So, I don't think we'll ever have it, but
Before I pass the baton again, Pickrick added 2 more Canadian dollars.
thank you, Pick.
And he said, anyone gonna watch the new Dragon Ball Super movie? And Rick, it's funny that you ask that. I'm actually in the process of catching up on Dragon Ball Super to go see the movie next week.
What?
Actually?
Yep.
Really?
I'm going to see it on Tuesday.
With who?
Lou.
Does he watch
Yep.
Dragon Ball Super? Yeah, have you watched Dragon Ball Super?
In the process.
You're gonna watch
He's
all
gonna
of it
binge it in
before
like
the
2
movie?
nights.
I only need to watch the old movie.
Who are you?
And there was like 2 other things. It's only like 6 I'm only like 6 hours behind.
That wasn't so bad, bro.
That's actually not bad.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Good luck.
This.
So
I will not
watch
be
the
I'll
watching.
let
Broly
you,
movie.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let us know how it is.
I'm going to see it next week.
Nice. Very good.
Get some time, bro.
Exciting. I'm Dredge.
You saw the JJK movie, right?
Nope, I'm going to see it in a month when it comes out on
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, it'll be
September
out in a month on
21st.
Yes, that's the date.
Crunchyroll.
We should probably watch that. Down.
We should watch it
You got
together.
that JJK Funko.
Yeah, I got you.
Is that the only one that came in?
I'm sorry, but I know you're about to. I don't. It's cool, but also he used the demons. That was for one episode.
Well,
And
it's
that's
going to
why
be
it's
used more.
exclusive.
It's going to be used more. It's the same.
It's going to be used.
He's
Well,
not
he
gonna use it
kind
where
of
he
like
doesn't
low
need
key
to.
lost
He
it.
did
He
kind of
can,
lose it.
yeah, he lost, and he can use his cursed energy. He doesn't need it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. That was imbued with cursed energy. Is the whole point. Do you even know JJK?
Oh, you're talking to me or Caliber?
Because then
Caliber.
he blames it on Gojo. He's like, yeah, he lost it.
Yeah.
And then Maki's gonna lose it. She's so.
He didn't though.
Maki's like, what? What happened? And then Itadori's terrified. I'm Dredge. I used to stream at twitch.tv/dredgedator. Have streamed it all. Still trying to figure all that out with the internet and not it cutting out on me. Steam seems to want to cut out. But we will at some point, I promise, finish the Pokemon Nuzlocke. I promise we'll do that at least. Can't promise more than that right now. If you want to join the Discord, not that I use it for much, but if you want to, send me a message on Discord if you were friends or, you find me in the channel. But I'll slide over to the guy to my right. He's got a lot going on. Let's hear him out right here. I love this guy. Love this guy.
I love you, bro. Love you, bro.
This guy.
Love you. I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/NickFightsMoms. I've been super inconsistent with it lately. I actually just got back from vacation in Virginia, and so it just didn't really work out with my schedule this week. But I will definitely be back at it. I'm playing a lot of retro games, a lot of PlayStation 1, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance. We'll be back at Ape Escape 2 to fit completely 100% it. We beat the game. We're gonna catch all the apes. It'll be a good time. Who are you? We'd also do some music streams on there occasionally, where I perform from like a repertoire of cover songs and my own original songs. Which those original songs are under the name Nameling on all streaming platforms. You can find them everywhere, and you can follow me at on all social media platforms at NamelingNJ.
Cool.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, Coolest Gamers. I mean, you know the deal there. I have to catch up on some stuff. I actually have some free time coming up over the next couple weeks.
What?
So we're going to try to catch up on some backlogging and editing. So
nice.
for any further news on that, check me out on Twitter at BeaverCarrot21.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm excited. That's that right there.
Thank God.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That makes me a lot better.
You are all amazing. Thank you for another incredible, memorable week of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8's. Pete, Cal, Nick T, Dredge, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for your amazing support of being here. One last round of applause for Nicole.
Yeah!
Sat through it. Some great commentary. And she will again be joining us on the channel for Pumpkin Painting.
Actually,
Part
fun
2.
fact, right? What she's been doing this whole entire time is figuring out what she's painting for her.
Yes,
Actually?
yes.
So she is ready.
Yeah, she is the first contestant.
She's doing
confirmed.
Naruto, by the way. Spoiler.
Now, the question will be,
Nicole
where
Ivrea
is
says
the pumpkin
hi.
painting?
Hi.
I don't know.
Nicole
That was
says
Nicole.
hi.
I don't know.
Did they
I
hear
don't
it?
know. It'll be intense. Ivrea says hi. Thank you guys all
Wait,
so much.
did Ivrea say hi to Nicole?
Oh, is that what you said?
That's what we
Ivrea
all
said we love
I
Nicole.
missed
She
it.
said, Nicole, hi, we love Nicole. So Ivrea did say hello, yeah.
I'm in my outro phase. Thank you guys all
I'm in
so
my
much.
outro.
I love you. Take care of yourselves, and I hope you have
An
amazing day.
Take care, guys.
Good night, guys.
The never-ending road. See you